eats and feeds when I'm asleep. There's something that lives inside me. I promise I never let it end. Oh, it grows and divides inside me. It's making a home beneath my skin.
Glares at the woo. Glares at the woo.
Well.
I'm allergic to that. Where's the random stream elements that chat message that always shows up so quickly? It always just interrupts me at a completely random point at the beginning of a stream. Oh, the desktop audio is currently muted. It's just because the in-game music's in the background. I didn't want that in my stream right at the very start. So the text of the speech will show up when I go to the game screen in a second. I should probably have like an intro to the stream. Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. That's good enough. It's fine. You know what? There's the music. Now you can hear the text of speech. Are you happy? I love my hand just stood there for a second. That was terrifying. Reach into your soul. Oh wait, you don't have one.
Deus.
That does not sound right. I really need a way to get this other arm to track better.
UWU.
UWU.
Eye of Deus is now
Hey,
live.
there it is. There it is. That's the
Streaming
thing I was waiting for.
Arknights. Black Heart War of the Pale Legion Dear plays. Arknights Black Heart.
It's completely random how long it takes for that to show up. I usually try to have that show up while I'm still on the starting screen, but apparently this time I decided to wait like almost 3 minutes. I need to like disable that in some way. It's very annoying how it shows up in the text to speech every time.
Deus.
Deus. Hi, I'm Deus. Oh, but Deus.
Deus.
Deus with a period. Oh, so intimidating. What's Arknights saying? Sleep tight, enjoy your sweet dreams while you still can. Thank you. Thank you, Lapland. Appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just messing around for the first couple of minutes of the stream. Because that's just what I do. That's just the sort of person I am, apparently. So I haven't made much Arknights progress since the last stream. I played like 2 random levels to get to the final story level. I think that's about it. Upgraded some of my peoples. Maybe it'll be possible. Maybe I'll die horribly. Probably the latter. Now I say latter or ladder? Both. Definitely both. Deus. Deus. Understood. Yep. Maybe it's time to move over to the live screen. Whoop. Game. The game that exists. Oh my god. Lapland, what words of wisdom do you have for us this time? Come on. You want to know what happened between Texas and I?
Furry.
Ha, that's a real tricky subject. You'll find out the truth someday, but not from me. I want to find out the truth though. So I have to find out from Texas. Tell me. Tell me. Deus. Deus? Duas. Diayas. Duyas. Duyas? Deus. No. Bad.
Cock.
No. No cock.
Jinjao Lappy spotted.
Indeed.
Ooh Deus.
Why so many oohs today? Still very worried how this level's going to go. How much reading will I have to do today?
UWU Cox.
Damn, it's still pronounced it. Just silently adding that to the filter. Alright, let's start this mission. And begin.
S are so pogchamp, do you agree?
I disagree. Time for the reading. Whoa. She doesn't look right. Uh-oh. The Arknights crystals floating in the air beside her. How is that possible? The Force. I don't know. It's repulsive
Oh, no.
dissociation.
Chapter 6. That chapter was the hardest for me.
Oh no. Did the Arknights crystals permeate her skin to form black ice crystals along with the water molecules in the air? Maybe? I don't know. Permeate? Permeation? Shit. Shit. Blaze. Language. Doesn't it hurt? Doesn't that hurt her? Probably. I don't know. Don't you feel pain, White Rabbit? Doesn't matter. Enough. That's enough. Why are you doing this?
Fucking
Stop
cat,
it.
Stop standing on my keyboard before I cook you a ooh.
How do I make this sound? Amia, I don't like the look on your face. Wait! Amia, don't do it!
DEUS.
Don't reach into her mind! What? You just keep saying my name. What? I didn't. I'm not using arts, but her
Hi.
emotions. Hi. Her emotions are pouring into my consciousness. Da 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 da. Oh no. Oh no, I have to go back to doing the voice.
Do you like S?
No, I do not like S.
I've been waiting for you. You want to kill our union's commander, don't you? Now she's standing right in front of you.
Why did I do
Animals,
this?
You pervert ooh.
Here's your target. Get hot, burning hot.
Get hot? What? Is that her emotions? Maybe. Team, stand by. Frost over. We don't need to waste our breath here.
Lungmen exile the
Yeah,
infected
Deus
without a
become
care.
hot.
But why would I need to become hot when I already am?
Lungmen exile the infected without a
Okay, oh god, I cannot do this way.
That's where they could go. They are not coming.
Why did I decide to do this voice for this character?
Even though they were still housed. Even though there were still thousands of infected.
I can't do it. I genuinely can't do it. My throat is not good for it. I fail. I fail. Even though there were still thousands of affected people in the city, Lungmen resigned them to their fate. No one will interfere in our fight. So many of us. Against you alone? What else? Honestly, we're a little outnumbered. No one should be stupid enough to take an avalanche head-on. Fair point. But actually, head-on against an avalanche, I think I'd come out on top. Oh my god. But you're one of those. Like where all the cold in the world gathers up into a single focal point. I thought your Yeti squad was pushing your abilities to the limit, making your arts more powerful and effective. I was wrong. They didn't make you stronger. It's your arts that made them stronger. As long as my brothers and sisters are with me, I can't risk hurting them by releasing my full power. But now they're all dead. There are no living things left around me. You saying that we don't count as living things around you right now? Uh-oh. The temperature has dropped dramatically. Oh no. Not good. Such a low temperature. It's thrown off my instruments. I no longer have any reason to contain the winter within me. What the hell?
What does TTS speak?
What does TTS speak? How do I answer that question?
Does it also say Chinese words?
No, it won't. It will only primarily say English. So that's what you meant. Yeah, you need ones for specific languages if you want them to actually read out those languages.
Fuck.
What the hell? Does Reunion have its own walking catastrophe? I guess so. What is the lowest temperature Reunion Arts has ever achieved? I've got a feeling she's breaking records one after another right now. I don't know what the records would be. Frostnever, I'll ask you again. Are you serious about this? Anything else you want to say? Yeah. Knock it off, White Rabbit. You're going to get yourself killed. Probably. You're really going to die. You're strong enough already. You don't have to push it this hard.
Super Idol.
Uh-huh. You don't have to do this to get a fight. If you want to fight, fight all you want after this. I don't want to see infected killing each other. There's no reason for us to fight to the death here. No. Blaze! Ready up.
Super Idol 105 degrees C.
Yep, that does look red.
Fuck.
She froze my fingernails. They're cracking.
Fuck.
Ooh. Ooh, interesting. You really want to kill us? I have a reason. As commander, I've lost. But as a warrior, I'm still in the fight. Cameo 1, Blaze 4, all units, do you copy?
FUCK.
Exit the area, now! You too, Gabriel. Because you can't come back to save us if you don't get out now. Who's the best sniper in our squad? Me. This music is really loud.
Deus.
Hi, I'm Deus. I'm Deus. It's hi, Deus. Damn it. Did it right.
What's your social credit score?
I don't know. I don't think I have one of those. You might die. Are you sure you want to volunteer? I'm sure. I am the best. At the moment.
You failed me, Deus.
Oh no! The humanity! I don't know. It's not the first time I failed someone. I'm a big old failure. Okay, Greythroat, you
You're
stay.
going to Mexico.
No, I'm not. Nowhere near Mexico. I'm on the other side of the planet. Everyone else, get the hell out. I've said it in multiple streams where I am. I'm on Mars, clearly. Hurry! Why did you withdraw your team during a decisive battle? Up against Frostnova, the number of squads doesn't make a difference. They have no way to protect themselves, and she can kill
I will
in an
anal
instant.
fuck you.
Really?
Tell me.
No. I'm slowly removing your power. There's not much you can do, even with someone as skilled as Rangers. It's not the archery, it's the materials. My crossbow seems to be useless already. It'll be good for a bit, but you decide whether it works or not.
Fuck.
It's like the more words you use, the more disappear. Hello!
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. If it was up to me...
For
Oh, thank you for the follow.
abusing person. Thank you for the follow.
Buckers are always so loud in my ears. If it was up to me, you'd take a few shots at her with Rhode Island's main guns. Oh, I said... Oops. That'd be pretty helpful.
You in chap 6?
Yes, I believe this is chap 6. Or conjure up a dozen fire team to spray ammo and arts into her to see what she can take. She'll run out of steam eventually, but maybe not before we do.
Super Idol.
Did you bring a tourniquet? You should ask me if I have any anticoagulants with me. Why did... so many big words. The kind that won't mess up. Blaze. You asked earlier why Frostnova could endure the pain of Erignium crystals. Why do you keep saying that? Piercing her skin. I know why. I can feel it. She can endure it because the pain inside her was worse. Several times worse. How much reading before we actually get to level? Now,
Tourniquet.
Doctor.
It's an emergency medical thing.
Yeah, I'm aware of what it is, but why so many big words? I don't want to read big words. Give me small words.
When will you do the 69 on stream?
Now, Doctor, you need to go too. No. No. Which no do I choose? Is there only one word this way? Use? Alright, we're going with the second now. Looks like it's redundant. You thought it was Deus, but it was me, Dio!
Options are no, no and no.
Exactly. Where's the option for yes? Doctor! Do you want to see it through? To be a trustworthy doctor? Not
You're
really.
an enemy stunned user, aren't you?
Probably. I want to see it through. What if I don't want to see it through? What if I just want to leave and not die? Amia. Dr. Atlas is committed. Doctor of Rhode Island. Your decision won't do them any favors. So why do you do it? I told you, you can come to Rhodes Island, and I will fight shoulder to shoulder with my operators. I get it. Blaze, Greythroat, Dr. Atlas. It's going to be an uphill battle.
Rhodes my nutso.
Really? Check it out, White Rabbit. That's our Dr. Atlas and Amia. Still don't know why I decided to name myself Dr. Atlas. It's like, I've never gone by Atlas anywhere else online, but why did I choose Atlas for this game? I did. Oh. Don't do this. Whatever. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Cross over my cock.
Forward! Explosion!
I'll not swim anything.
Why, thank you. I appreciate it. A fine attack! Ice blades? Poof. Kitten, do you think I'm a caster? So frail? Are you serious? The heat currents writhing on your sword blades are no match for my cold.
What?
You cannot stop my frost. I didn't underestimate you, but I didn't think. My sword can cut through a city wall and you can block it? That is impressive.
At
To me.
Thomas I see kitten. Yes.
Your movements, your strength, it doesn't even register. Next we go for the throat. For the great throat? Air, compression, demolition. Cough! Ha 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 ha! Cough! Well, I'm just saying cough. Pff, that was a close call. I almost got an ice blade through my jugular. Oh no. But also kind of kinky. That's right. You're a warrior just like me.
Crossnova average Discord moderator.
Maybe? I don't know. What do I do, Amia? I'm running out of ideas. Time to tag you in. Amia, my finger is getting too cold to pull the trigger. No!
Deus.
Hi, Deus. We have to end this quickly. Erignium arts are 100 times stronger than they were back in the ruins.
Can we see your pets?
No, they're asleep. I'm not gonna wake them up for this. And she's not out of tricks yet. It won't be enough if I don't loosen my...
Sob.
They
Sob.
need to sleep.
Sob.
It's 5 a.m. It won't be enough. If I don't loosen my rings, everyone will freeze to death. Frostnova. Don't even think about it. Huh? My finger. Ah! Gah! I watched your entire battle with
Balls.
Tallulah. Tweaking these rings enhances your arts. 10 rings, all of them frozen? You are too childish to be a warrior. So you chilled a few rings. You've got a mouth on
Why,
you,
hello
don't
there.
you?
Fat
Hello,
fucking
bit
balls in my arso.
Half your messages just make me sigh. Huh? What the?
Why the O?
Yeah, why the woo?
Oh.
Huh? What the? I turned up the
Out
heat
of
this
all
high and they're not
times
melting
for
at all.
Left pointing magnifying glass,
Oh, no.
right pointing
Again.
magnifying glass.
Please, stop it. Don't waste blood. This is a very powerful and very fine Erignium art. The cold stream swept along the Erignium crystals and wrapped around us as we entered the area.
Left pointing magnifying glass, right pointing magnifying glass, left pointing
why
magnifying
is it not an
glass,
option
right
to turn
pointing
them off?
magnifying glass, left pointing magnifying glass, right pointing 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 magnifying glass, left pointing magnifying glass, right
my God.
pointing magnifying glass.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I'll wait till you're done reading to
I
start
can filter
my
the
roll.
emojis. I can filter the emojis out. Success. You have no power here.
Loo my power.
Now I need to individually do that for every single long emoji so people can't just spam me. She hit us with it before it could... Wow, math, word right, please. She hit us with it before it could... What is with... There's something about this wording that keeps tripping me up. She hit us with it before it could cut off by your thermal currents without us even noticing. There's just something about reading that was very weird. My arts can't get through. The battle began as soon as you set foot in this room. These 10 frost rings will drain your body heat and squeeze your Erignium arts. The more power you apply to them, the stronger and colder the ice crystals become. Pathetic. Eruption, Energy store.
Medium
Reserves.
skin tone person raising
No.
both hands in celebration. Medium skin
Oh,
tone
God.
person raising both hands in celebration. Medium skin tone person raising both hands in celebration. Medium skin tone person raising both hands
stop if
in
I do it halfway through.
celebration. Medium
No, it
skin
won't.
tone person raising both hands in celebration. Medium
God, this one's
skin
so long.
tone person raising both hands in celebration. Medium skin tone person raising both hands in celebration. Medium skin tone person raising both hands in celebration. Medium skin tone
How many are
person
left?
raising both hands in celebration.
There we go,
Ha
we're
ha
done.
ha ha. What?
Trying to defeat me with a few tricks? Do you know what you're up against? Greythroat. Piercing bolt! Roger, 6-shot, ready! The Tallulah I knew would engineer your demise long before it all began. Air compression, fire! Loose! We can actually reach
Roger.
the combat, at some point. And now Rhodes Island is just like these boats.
Let's beat Deus.
What? What? Why did the bolt freeze in midair?
Smiling face with open mouth and
damn it.
smiling eyes, smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes, smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes, smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes, smiling face with open mouth
Truly
and smiling eyes,
pathetic.
smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes, smiling face with open mouth and smiling eyes, smiling face with open mouth
I
and
know. But I can just disable the text to speech. Mwaha. She knocked it off course with her airstreams, then broke it with colds. Greythroat, what are your arrows made of? If you're gonna spam me, I'm gonna turn it off. Because I need to read. I can't be interrupted with constant emojis while I'm trying to read. It's Rhode Island standard issue carbon fiber hybrid aluminium. No. It's not going back on until after I'm reading. After I'm reading? After I'm done reading. Oh no. Ugh, we're in trouble. Hey. Even somewhat shameful. Whether she knows it or not, her arts have reached a level that's well beyond anything the damn scholars are talking about these days. Just a little pinch and you fall to pieces. Think about it. I'm just the leader of Yeti Squad. Reunion is controlled by the woman named Tallulah, who intercepted you at Chernobyl and killed your friends. Not my friends! Anything but my friends! What do you think Tallulah is? The leader of Reunion? The infected messiah? She didn't have the title of messiah. I don't know. Whatever. Imagine you have, of her in your head. What? Imagine you have of her in your head. Oh, whatever. Whatever image. Why did I say imagine? Stupid brain. My hand's stuck. And. Thank you. Stupid dyslexic brain, just randomly reading what's wrong. Whatever image you have of her in your head, if she was some kind of messiah, the old man and I wouldn't be leading Reunion at all. She was at first a military officer, then a warrior, and finally a leader. But she has betrayed us. The most determined and committed warrior I've ever known was actually a case of assumed identity. And her last remaining enemies are people like you, who have no resolve and never had to look death in the face. I've looked death in the face at our annual poker games. Watch your tone, White Rabbit. You're not the only one who puts her life on the line. You have remorse in your eyes, too. You don't have to tell me. You're not ready to accept their deaths. That's enough! Seriously, are we gonna actually reach the combat anytime soon? They're clearly fighting. Why can't I do the fighting? Am I ready? I've thought about it so many times. Seen them dying so many times in my nightmares. I just never thought... You're the same way, kitten. I can see that. I imagined my tragic death, but I never thought it would be so lonely. You had brothers. So did I. The Rhodes Island operators who fought Tallulah at Chernobyl were each quite heroic. The one they called Ace was a warrior tenacious to a level I've rarely seen in my life. He fought with an emotion few warriors do. Sorrow. We're not close enough yet that I'm really comfortable talking about my old battle buddies with you. Only a fighter who incessantly reflects on his battles would be concerned. He was a good warrior. As are you. Pfft. He died alone. Are you sorry you lost him? Of course. Do you regret not having the chance to save him? Absolutely. Aren't you going to ask anyone? Ask. Ask that question you don't know how to form, that you don't know who to ask. You. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about here. Why? Why? That was the question? Alright. Such strong emotions. Frostnova. Why? Why wasn't I there? Why wasn't I stronger? Why didn't I stop it? I don't know. I can't make Blaze stronger. She's max upgraded. Ha! The temperature is still dropping. Stand by me. Her cold is overpowering. It's all I can do to keep the air around me warm. Why? Why did I fall to the ground when my brothers and sisters needed me most? They're all fools. All fools who only know how to help each other. Who only want to survive. Who only want a place to live. Why can't I even grant the wishes of a bunch of idiots? Why is Ursus so cruel to our people and so callous to ordinary Ursus? Why is it that the little flame that could ignite the world has to be extinguished in this foreign land? Why is it that in the war we waged to put a stop to evil, I wasted more lives? So many coughs. Why did we give up our lives? Only to have achieved a lie. Why? Why won't this world give me a little more time? The infected should be proud of who they are, and use the simplest means to seize justice from the world. At first I saw it as only a part of the reunion ideal. Indeed, it brought strength to the infected. They stopped thinking of themselves as the Empire's fodder. But now I realize that the beliefs that Tallulah once taught us about, the ideas that demand grassroots support, and the goals that must be constantly reinforced and corrected, are all gone. Only instigation, only indulgence. We were thrown into the toughest of battles, with no input in the ranks, and it all came too soon. If this is all Tallulah's doing, then she deceived everyone from the very beginning. I don't know. ... If she would take the infected to the darkest of futures, to complete her most wicked plan, then her evil must be destroyed. But my brothers and sisters, the countless dead infected and uninfected, nothing can bring them back. Except for a necromancer. Does anyone know a necromancer? What made her this way? It shouldn't be like this. It never should have been. My people. My brothers and sisters. Amiya. Do you hear that, Amiya? Frostnova! The cold scream is too much. She could even condense it into a form. It's blasting away my heat flow. Is the cold enough to chill your body heat? Is death enough to make you squeamish? You won't, Amiya, and you can't. You can read minds, can't you, bunny? Read now, then, my rage, the heart that has been stifled by bitterness and boiled in my breast for more than a decade, and yet never given up beating. Read it, Amiya, read it well. How much anger is there in this heart, over dead loved ones, over the corrupt Ursus, over the infected, over the people of Ursus, in this heart that will not stop, that will not die. Did you ever hate her, Miss Frostnova? Heh. I never hated her. Even if she was the cause of all this pain today, I have never hated her. What does hatred bring you and me? I have nothing but endless seething rage for this despicable planet. Same. How about you? Don't you have such anger in your heart? Don't you have relatives who died of oropathy? A friend who died thanks to the indifference of this world? You haven't lost the people you depend on to survive, to give you something to live for? Just proclaiming a certain philosophy, just taking on a certain art, just organizing a few teams, will that be enough to defeat Tallulah? It's time to wake up from your fantastical dreams. I get it, Miss Frostnova. Everything that just flooded into my mind, I know what it is. What's pushing Rhodes Island forward? What motivates you to keep fighting? Dead ahead, a huge cold stream. It's just about the shape of a dagger. Oh no. If this keeps up, I'll have to surrender my back and gather the heat flow in front of me as a shield. Oh no. But a cold stream was robbing the air of its molecular vibrations. Even if I managed to form the shield, I couldn't hold it for long. Doctor, come on. You must have some idea. Since we can't break it, we'll just have to hold on, apparently. That's like saying nothing. I don't know. They didn't give me options. Let me command the troops, and I'll defeat her. Come on, game. No, the doctor is right. Frostnova doesn't have much life left in her. If we can hold out, we win. What are you talking about? If we do that, she'll die. No! It was her choice, and the only chance she left us. What about your choices? In the face of the evil that must be destroyed, in the face of the betrayer who has usurped the ideals of the infected, what is in your heart? Why does it beat? If you can't even defeat me, how are you going to face her? How are you going to lead the countless infected? How are you going to fight against this malignant world? Frostnova! Thank you. But I can't be mad at you. You are wasting my time. No, Frostnova, I know what I'm going to do. I can't really read minds, and reading hearts doesn't mean I can understand someone better than people who don't have this ability. I just can't refuse. I can't shut out the emotions that pour out of you, flooding my mind with pain and worry and anger. You're sober and calm, but the anger burns so hot that I want to pull back. But I can't, Frostnova. I know exactly what I have to do. I will not refuse you. Miss Frostnova, I felt it. Why are you crying? Frostnova, you... No, wipe your tears. You will not cry before your enemy. Amia, tell me your answer. Go ahead, Amia. Dr. Atlas. If we must fight, then we fight to the end. Doctor, we are going to fight Frostnova. Finally! Only one side walks out of here. No! I don't want only one side to walk out of here. Yes, you will now fight me. Only one of us leaves. Why can't we both leave hand in hand, Frostnova? If you can defeat me, it means some will be able to survive. Indeed. I am willing to join Rhodes Island. I am willing to fight together with you against the enemies and the infected, your way. This is my burden to bear. I hope you keep your word. When I make a promise, I keep it. And, Miss Frostnova, the infected don't need anyone to lead them. We're just fighting for the same beliefs, not for any one person. Never for any one person. That's right. Corruption must be eradicated. Defeat me, and defeat Tallulah. What are you? I can be anyone. Who are you fighting for? For everyone. Good, Hamia. Thank you. Even time itself will freeze here. The cold is moving in on us. Greythroat, ready! Doctor, stay by my side. I'll try to protect you. Frostnova! You will die here in battle, and I will extinguish your absurd fantasies. Or defeat me. Defeat me and show me hope. And there. It's re-enabled.
Now, ready for battle.
Oh, God. Am I going to be able to do this in one attempt, or is it going to take ages? I really hated last time I fought Frostnova. That was such a hard fight. Let's throw you down here at the bottom line. And get
With that roster, you should be.
Hopefully.
The boss has deceptively high defense.
I need you here. What's the range? I don't know.
Also, she has new abilities.
Oh, good to know. I figured she might. If I do this. Tempting. They're mostly good down there right now. Screw it, let's put you there.
You know
up
that
there.
cold effect that is really annoying.
Oh
All
no.
of her attacks apply it.
Great. I am screwed. There, what do I
All
need
of
to
them.
do? I am going to die. Come on, give me more. Put you there. No. Let's do that. I get an angle on her with you?
これより索敵を行う。
She has like 500 defense, and I think 70 res, so
Oh,
she is
great.
pretty tough to actually beat through.
Woo! Mm,
命令を。
considering so many things.
で行くよ。
I'm so worried. Oh, she's been there. Great. Yep. You're dead.
Asterisk teleports behind you asterisk.
Indeed.
Meaning you always the option to kill her LUL.
What am I going to do about this? At least she didn't immediately take out my healer. That's good, I guess. Fine. Let's use that. Oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Really gonna die. Really gonna die. So gonna die. Totally gonna die. Very, very die, 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 die.
命令を。
You could look at her from this
了
angle.
解した。縛られたつもりはない。
Do 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 do. YOLO. That's not good. You're dead. Figured that would
Atomic
happen.
much more defense than original iteration of Frost Nova. Doesn't work really without a debuff or buff effect.
Woo.
了解
Ooh,
した。
you are going to die. That's not good.
あなたの考えはお見通しですよ。
So many people dying. Oh no.
繁栄か。あるいは
It,
Keep them
it
up,
worked
please.
for me when I did it with snipers only.
Haha.
心配しないで。
Yeah, you're dead now too. Of course you are.
了解した。切りつけ。
Would you like my strategy recommendation?
Quite possibly.
心配しないで。
Do, 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 do. Hey, hey, hey. Now is when it's gonna go very poorly. Got Lapland black? Lapland back? What is that? Damn, Oh, now you're gone. Of course you are. You're dead too! Woo! Is that gonna be good? No, it's just gonna walk straight in. Great. Well, goodbye, my restart.
あなたは私が
Asterisk ice ice baby asterisk.
Yep, can't do your thing. Put you there! Yep, insta dead. Of course you are. That's all I can currently do. Where's my mouse? I completely lost track of it.
黙っていろ。 ちょっと
Stop that guy.
あげようっと。
Yeah. We done. Yeah, she very
I
strong.
think you would have been fine if you pushed her first phase in top lane. Advice.
Quite possibly.
Don't fight her with the rest of the Yetis. Stall and fight her in top left corner, with guards. Woo.
Understood.
She will murder you if you have to deal with ice sweeps as well as her. I didn't stall. I just murdered her with Exu and blue poison.
黙っていろ。
So there is the burn strat.
Haha.
ついてきて。
Do 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 do. And let's get you down there. It'll be a while before you guys die, so it should be fine. Whew. Do 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 do.
I guess it was just my Xu being underleveled at this fight.
Ah. Yep, you're dead now. Go through
you
it.
have to be well leveled. No worries. A kill is a kill.
Don't need any frozen problems. I find
目
this
標
that.
地点到着
I just used guard Scardy.
Great, great, great. Do 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 do.
Firewatch is going to get rolled.
I know she is. Do 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 do. I don't have a healer down here yet.
You should have placed her where you first had her.
君にできるかな
Yes, probably.
Gravel would be a good help here. Take some of the shots away from Xu and Firewatch for a while.
Yeah, it's quite possibly.
Poor Mudrock. LOL.
Please, Mudrock is gonna hold her there for a while.
ちょっとからかってあげようっと
Do 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 do. I wish you would just attack her and all that, but fine.
VOI.FYI.
Ah, damn it, it's killed you. I was hoping you'd survive that. Do 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 do.
この声は泣いている
It's going decently well.
了解した
Well, goodbye,
Needed to
Amiya.
place Xu behind Amiya.
Yes, probably.
But it's fine. You win.
Probably.
What Amiya LMAO?
Exactly.
目標
Sure.
地点到着
Ugh, damn it. Yep. That had to come through just as I did that. Oh, you're taking a lot of damage. Save you for now.
Yeah, Firewatch need her in this LUL.
Indeed.
命令を
Uh-oh, that's not going well. Alright, let's quickly get rid of you and put someone down there that can actually block more.
作ったのはあなたですね
Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Goodbye, my healer.
繁栄かあるいは滅びか
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Put you down again.
悲しいです
Oh no, damn it.
Put Blaze on far left. Take some pressure off Lapland.
特訓の深淵に帰りなさいチェーンソーのうなり
Fine.
こんなの悲
Hmm.
しいです
Ah, no, it's not gonna get her. Oh, so many through this bottom.
私の彼女になりたいのはドイツかしら
No, no, I don't have anything.
スプレーカーから
No.
切断術を見せてあげる
Yeah, that didn't go well.
強敵に背を向けるのは初めてだな
We focused heavily on Frost Nova, but my bottom line there was not strong enough to survive.
Mean best tip is to check those crystals range LUL.
Yeah. It was going quite well.
I mean, you got it now, cause you know better placements. You don't have silver ash.
Probably not.
Backslash 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 backslash. Frost Nova will be dead in top left lane. Back. Slash.
Backslash. In the middle of a slash back. Covers the entire road on that. Yes, yes it does. Great. I want you down there to actually keep this alive, since that was apparently a serious problem in the last one. Goodbye,
Bottom you
Equifax.
need 2 defender and middle 1 defender and Blaze.
I'm pretty put Blaze there now.
I gotta go now, enjoy Frost Nova. Drop
I will.
AoE caster for more damage.
Indeed. Oh no. Damn it, I should have put you there. That was bad placement. Might lose just because of putting them there and not there. Whoops. Come on.
わあリンゴちゃん今日もよろしくね
Yeah, you're probably going to.
Yeah, I don't think I really have much chance here.
But it's fine.
呼び起こしてくださったのはあなたですね
Where do I want you? I'm finding most lines if I put you there, but yeah,
私が
fine.
顔料になりたいのはどいつですか
Maybe get some healing down there, so that doesn't just die in a second.
このチェーンソーで真っ二つにされたくなかったらさっさと投降しちゃって
Alright, time to die. I'm still taking so much damage. Stop it! Stop burning my laplet! Everybody very frozen. Well, goodbye, Lapland. You will be missed.
ついてきて
Oh man, you died. Uh,
了解しました
I think there's any way I'm gonna save this anyway. Another death. Oh no, another death. Killer.
一瞬です
And ouch. Bigger ouch. Goodbye, people. Yeah, that one's significantly worse. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
あいつらをぶっ殺してやりたい
Do,
欲
do,
望
do,
が
do, do, do.
ますます高ぶってきたよ
We can't do it. We can't do it. We can't do it. We can't do it. Maybe. I have a tiny bit of faith in myself. Like very, very tiny, almost insignificant, but it
調子オペレー
exists.
ターの基準は厳しいよ私の動きについてきて
Do, 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 do.
ちょっと乱暴だけど硬い金属とかシェルターを切り裂くのが好きなんだ
Head. There? 'Cause that works. I'm definitely doing well at the very first bit. The ending is where everything's going wrong right now. Maybe if I put you here so I don't lose a lap so early. Oh, probably should wait before doing that anyway, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Where is the best place for Firewatch? Yeah, because now you're gonna get hit because I did that. Should have waited. Do 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 do. Alright. Who do I want defending the bottom lane? Put that lane down here. Why not? Thank you for not dying. I appreciate it. You're frozen though, which is a slight annoyance, but alright. Don't healer yet. You, there. I still don't have my second DP generator down. Can only hit from there. Do 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 do. Finally, one attacking this person instead. Sure. Do 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 do. Well, goodbye to them. Ouch. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't want to sacrifice you right now, though. Maybe she's low-ish. Oh no, phone call. Be right back.
Well, F Firewatch.
I very much do use Firewatch as a sacrificial pawn most of the time. It's so mean, but I have to. Put you over here. Do 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 do. I definitely need a second healer, and yeah. Don't have anyone up right now that can actually stop that. Can you kill it? Can you kill it? Nope. 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 Great. Oh, I should have put you like here, then you would have been getting healed. Oops, that was a misplay. Do 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 do. Yep, you're dead now. Thank you. Really need some of these things to come back up, but they're all quite far off right now. That's not good. If only you'd put the thing on that level and not on that level you did. Can we kill this? I hope so. Oh, there we go. Whew. Survival may still be possible. I really need something to defend this line though. Thank you for saving that. Come on, come on. About to get other people up too, but I have faith that they can do it. Use your thing. Block as many of the things as you can. You're not going to get healed at all. Need more DP, need more DP, really need more DP. Such a shame that one enemy got through earlier. you down and maybe actually keep this person up for a little while? That might be good. The annoying part is that now I'm going to come back to this level at some point to actually get it perfected. Oh man. Let's just put you. Oops. Yep, you went the wrong angle. I meant to have you down. Oops. Now you're useless. Right. Sure, let's go like that. Okay. 2 more enemies.
命令を
Ability to speed through this. I think it's fine. Just to make sure. Let's speed up this bottom one using you.
チェーンソーのうなり声が聞こえる
Aside from the one I'm making through, flawless. Battle over. Ooh, some of them. Nice. I've reached the limit for how long I can maintain my arts. Her arts even have a persistent effect.
わかりました
Even so, even if that is the case, I won't pull back my hand. Pia. 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 Hey, Blaze. I don't care, even if every drop of blood in this body is to run dry. Pia. Pia. Oh, you guys. Significantly weaker than my team was. I will not let you pass. Pew. Pew. So dramatic. Well, goodbye, guys.
Well, F Frost Nova.
No. So this is as far as I could go.
Mission accomplished.
Victory! I suppose. Doesn't feel like a victory. It shattered? What shattered? I don't know shattered. What shattered? The old man got this from some wizard. Said it would keep me alive. Didn't even make it through one fight, huh? I guess it was fake. Just like I'm his fake daughter, maybe. Now like reunion as well. Blaze! The cold's gone. I'm fine. Amia! Hurry, go check on the White Rabbit. Nice win, Rhode Island. My brothers and sisters, I let them die in vain. We accomplished nothing. Same. I always accomplish nothing. My life wasn't worth anything at all. Same. They followed you because of your ideas. My death isn't worth anyone's time. Same. Go save who you can. Hurry. Go. Whether it's stopping the raincoats, going to kill Mephisto, or sheltering the infected who have nowhere else to go. Or maybe just getting ice cream.
What kind of mood did I join to? Well,
Indeed. Go do something worthwhile. Ouch. Doctor. Do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do you go? I'll stay.
And graveyard mood.
Okay. Doctor, please tell her. Please. What am I telling her? Hey, Frostnuffer. Let's get some ice cream. Or maybe you don't want something called, chicken. Let's get some fried chicken. What a naive rabbit. Just like Tallulah back then.
And there's the sad music too.
Indeed. Very similar. To be able to see someone like this before I die. Someone so determined to realize their ideals. What about the burden you bear? I guess that's been swirling around in your head, huh? Not really. This head is just like a game of Pong. Just boop, 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 boop. Villains are what villains are. I have no complaints about the ending I deserve. I have hurt you. Reunion and I targeted innocent Arknights and single-handedly led the Earth's infected into this nightmare. Such people have no business at Rhodes Island. You think we haven't also done the same? My brothers and sisters, those fools must have tried to keep me alive, huh? I thought that even if I died here, those idiots would get a place where they could live in peace. Wrong and wrong. They died, but to protect me. A woman who didn't have much time left to begin with. I mean, do any of us? We're all slowly dying. I'm not happy. We were used and abused. Our lives thrown away. I'm not happy. This last moment of life, this does not belong to me. They bought this with their blood. This little bit of life, I must give it to someone trustworthy. Thank you. Even if we survived, where was there to go? We had nowhere. The only thing we ever knew was the snow. Lungman is not Ursus. We came, desperate to save our people, and the infected, looking for a warm place with food and shelter. That's not Lungman. From the beginning it should not have been Lungman. The people of Lungman are also struggling to eke out a living. We should have gone back to Ursus. Our homeland. Snow, a peaceful river. The pine forest gently swaying. The turquoise moss. This world, it's beautiful. So, you think Tallulah is the one who orchestrated it all? If I'm right, the plot is ready to unfurl. Even if old man, oh goddamn this name again, Buldrakasti could stall for a while, Tallulah would have a way to deal with him. Lungman can't do anything, and all Ursus can do is watch. But you're still here, and the infected still have a chance, even if only a small one.
Man, it's so be sad nights.
I know, right? Go put an end to Tallulah. Stop her madness and don't let Reunion swallow up any more infected. Reunion doesn't need Tallulah. Heady Tallulah. Or I can make a selfish request. Go. Save her. No. Go. Help her. Along with our countless fellow infected. I have to go help them? The real one, walking on muddy earth. Tallulah.
SMH game devs. Stop killing off characters to be dramatic or something.
Indeed. Frostnuffer? Go. Ahead. I think your father really loves you. Alright? Just like you remember your birth parents dying for you. You remember clearly all that your father did for you. This is the most dialogue the Doctor has ever goddamn had. How could I not know? It's just he's going to outlive me. How much better it would have been if he had never adopted me. That way he wouldn't have to feel all the pain I've brought him. He's suffered so much. It is because he has suffered so much that he cherishes you. Really? Hehehe. Doctor. I can call you that, can't I? I guess so. I mean, I'm Day. You can call me Day. Doctor of Rhodes Island. Choices just might be meaningless in this world. Even so.
This conversation just switches between serious stuff about what's going on and stupid small talk every second or so.
Yeah, pretty much. Even so. Even if the outcome makes no difference, I do want to choose for myself. I made my choice. With my own hands, to take the fruit of the seeds I have sown. Frostnuffer's fingers grope at your face. Nah! Don't touch my face. It's my face. No. Bad Frostnuffer. Your fingers are warm? Huh. Interesting. Strange. Your face is cold. Everything about me is cold. This room is freezing. My body temperature is not so low anymore? Indeed. You're warm, Frostnova. I can finally touch someone before I die. Oh no. Frostnova, Amy and I want you to join Rhodes Island. Do I really deserve that? Yes, please, for God's sake, yes. If you just die here and now, you won't have a chance to right your wrongs. It would be rude not to give a response. Tell Amia, Dr. Atlas. In this world, a single person is worthless. But she's absolutely not alone. From now on, I am at your side. Both of you. I would like to join Rhodes Island. Thank you. No. Thank you. Your eyes remind me of someone I used to know. Now I'm just somebody that I used to... I met a boy who said his brother would rather go to the gallows than beg for his enemy's mercy. So he was going to walk across the snowy plains. He was going to walk all of Ursus. He didn't come with us. I thought he was the most idealistic person I'd ever met. But now you and Amia changed my mind. Maybe ideals can be a kind of faith. Rhodes Island is all about fighting for shared beliefs, apparently. The original reunion was the same. Just the same. Your eyes and that boy's really do look the same. You can see my eyes? What do my eyes look like? I have no idea what they look like. I'm always in a weird, mask thing. Only you're not as determined as he was. You're so much gentler. I'm gentle? Oh my god. Let me go. My brothers and sisters are waiting for me. Father, I've been such a fool. Forgive me. She slips down. The corners of her mouth turn up, haughty, as she was when she lived. Submitting feedback to neural network. Winter's End. What's that mission? Interesting.
Ohayo, Doctor.
Ohio, Lapland. Woo! Reduce DP cost.
That last part was so mean, making you think she's suddenly maybe gonna live.
I really didn't think she was gonna live at any point there. Yeah, I can see that they were trying to do that, but I'm like, you're still gonna kill the character though. I wish he lived.
Hello.
You can't get her on like your squad though, so And heyo! Operation Defend Lungman is complete. I repeat,
Since she
Operation
felt
Defend
warm,
Lungman
she
is complete.
100% dead LUL.
Yep. Police officers are asked to inventory their equipment, report to their stations, and return to their squads within 1 business day. Great. Members of the LGD are asked to rendezvous with their squads and proceed to the LGD to await further orders. I repeat. Thank you for not making me repeat it. What are you doing here? And what's that look on your face? Nothing. It's nothing. Oh. Good to know. Stop. Where are you going? To see. No need to look. I've checked. There's nothing there. Is that right? Jen, it's fine. The battle is over. Out of the way, please, little Miss Swire. You've stopped Reunion, and even the Special Forces. You've exposed them all to the LGT, Rhodes Island, and even the Censor all at once. You've stopped them. Get out of the way. You've done a good enough job, worthy of the Special Inspection Unit Chief. You can stop investigating. What more do you want to know? There's nothing more to know. I need to know what's going on. This business with the sewers, that's what you need to know about? Now you've done all you can. Take one more step and you're off to the other side of Lungman. We can totally improve the city. We can rebuild. We can go and clear out all that stuff from the bad old days. But Jen, don't go down there. Don't look. Sense of justice, sense of duty, sense of belonging, you've nailed them all. And you look great doing it. Nice. Ah, Jen. Get out of my way. It's because you're like this that you can't look. Someone told you not to investigate the sewers, right? Someone said the same thing to me. Then why do you keep investigating? No one wants you to see this. No one. That's not true. Lungman wants
Anyone
me to
know
see
any
it.
other way I can convince Yoasters to gimme back my account? Rolling on the floor, laughing face with tears of joy.
Not sure. You can take someone hostage, that might work. This is who I am. I have to see it. Swire, don't make me draw my sword. Do it. You won't. What's that smell? Is this what the Rock is cooking? Ah, you're back. Did you catch the enemy commander? The infected known as Mephisto? Dots. Can you give an accurate statement? We need to report on it, and if the enemy commander isn't dead? Huh? Wait. Where are you going? Who's that you're holding? What the hell happened down there?
What happened to your account, LUL?
Indeed. That is an important question. An infected person died. That's what happened. The remnants of Reunion's squad should have successfully retreated by now. I don't know if this counts as the battle the White Rabbit wanted, though I'm not sure she much cared about that in the end. Regardless, she did it. White Rabbit, you are a stubborn one. Nice win! Win my ass! If you weren't dying, we'd all be charming ice sculptures by now. You survived, didn't you? You also got valuable combat experience. But she's already got max level from combat experience. Experience like that only comes up later. But when someone dies in front of you, they never come back. Unless you replay an earlier mission, in which case they come back. I could have saved her. Has Emmy already gone to see the head of Lungman? Yeah, probably. Just leave it to them. I don't care. Greythroat, give me a hand. No, not someone's random severed hand. Your hand. Huh? Why? Are you messing with me? Don't you see what's happening to me? Are you unable to stand? You look okay to me. Operator Greythroat, I kindly request that you help me up. I've lost a lot of blood, and I'm hypothermic. I look intact, but am in fact dying. Please assist me in returning to our vessel. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to be a bother. Why? Aren't you leaving Rhodes Island? There's no need to force yourself to work for Rhodes Island anymore. Why? Huh? In that fight, I felt the pain of the infected. It was even more frustrating and hopeless than what's going on around us. I understand the pain of the infected, and I think we can stop these things from happening. Can we? I'm thinking you haven't seen enough tragedy, Greythroat. Let me ask you this. What's the difference between you and me?
Kitty!
That's the difference. You're infected? If we died in that battle back there, what's the difference between regular you and infected me? It's just a couple dead people. Some people care whether they are elders or ancients. Some care about the country they come from. Some look at race, and others value wealth. I'm infected, but I've never given anyone the, oh, woe is me! Infected people are so oppressed! Crap, nobody wants to hear it. Pick out anybody here in the slums, infected or uninfected. Nobody wants to hear it. I don't hear it. The level of pain doesn't matter. I just wish we could look at the pain of the infected. Infected people are people too. It's as simple as that. And I don't want people looking at me like a pitiful little animal.
Kitty!
I'm mad for an even look on the level. Massacres, segregation, imprisonment, hard labor, I've seen it all. But what can I do to see the end of them? The White Rabbit did what I never could. She showed me a true death struggle. The kind of terror she would show us even if there was only a fraction of a second left.
Take
that
a
kind
shot
of...
every time someone says infected.
You would die. That is too much alcohol. It'll go like 4 times a sentence. That kind of fortitude is enough to transcend any identity. If I were to go and fight Lungman's soulless black raincoats right now, it'd be a walk in the park. Compared to the White Rabbit, they're nothing. Really? No, I told you already. I'm dying, Greythroats. Do you listen? But fighting to the death for what you believe in, that's a solid ending. Bottom of my bucket list. Let me look at my bucket list. No, it's not on there. A lot of interesting things on there. Take over the world. Destroy a planet? Why did I put that on there? Get a load of these two. Oh? Dr. Atlas and Amia. Where's the doctor going? I don't know. Off to Rhodes Island to bury the White Rabbit. Oh, that's where I'm going. Well, it says burial, but it's really just disposing of the body to prevent her from crystallizing, dusting, and causing secondary infections. Understood. We infected people deal with that all the time. At least as a Rhodes Island operator, I've come to trust the doctor. Greythroat, did you see the look in Dr. Atlas's eyes? I don't know. What was the look in my eyes? It's those eyes. That's what makes me trust somebody like that. I saw it. Why didn't I see it? My eyes! I think it's still Amia's eyes that are scarier, though. Because those two are headed in different directions. We are? Dr. Atlas is going to the infected crematorium, and Amia is off to Lungman, to the new graveyard for the infected. Ah. We're basically going to very similar locations, though. I finally understand why Ace says Dr. Atlas is worth just as much as Amia and Calcit. So where's Calcit? I have no idea how to actually pronounce that name. Calcit's, wherever she's supposed to be. Okay, let's go. Since you're not going to leave Rhode Island, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Please help me up. Why don't you wait for the Megs to get here? Because I'm in real bad shape, and lead operator's gotta look tougher than this. You'd rather die than look uncool for a minute. Mood. Why do you say things you know will hurt me? Do you know who's out support medic on this op? It's Gaviel. That Gaviel. She said she'd wash her hands and be right over. How do you feel about getting my blood splashed in your face? Give me your hand. I don't like blood. Then I suggest we walk a little faster. Right. If I hadn't saved those infected children, you wouldn't have saved me, and I wouldn't have had a chance to change my mind about infected people. That's another way the infected have inspired me. Huh? You screwed it up again. What does that have to do with me saving you? Something? Probably? Lungman, Uptown, Chief Executive's office. Hello, I have an appointment with Mr. Wei. Can you take me in? Ah, Chief Wei's last meeting just ended. Please come this way, miss. You are... Amia. Amia the Infected. Ah, interesting title. With that, we take our leave. Until next time. What do you think? I have seen his brutal methods. Business as usual on the surface. In truth, we all know. People of his kind are always like that. I do understand why he's the one guarding Lungman. So many dots. Infected? What are you doing here?
It's not an infected, she is the infected LUL.
Indeed. Now, no offense intended. This is also a guest of Mr. Wei. I'm not here to ask anything of Mr. Wei. Miss Amia, at least do make yourself scarce for a moment. Your clothes. They indicate you are of Rhodes Island, working with Lungman. The infected should not stay long. Lungman has been known to devour people. My god. Thanks for the tip, but this world isn't picky about who it eats. I'm picky about who I eat. Oh, then I should thank you for the warning. Do you know who she is? What are you plotting? Mr. Wei. Oh, Miss Amia, I figured you'd come. The war was a success, and Rhodes Island deserves a lot of credit. I don't really need a lot of credit right now. I've purchased most of the rewards in the credit store. Next, Lungman will fulfill her contractual obligation, provide Rhodes Island with necessary commercial assistance, among other things. No, thank you, Mr. Wei. I'm just here to cancel the contract. I'm sorry? Does Rhodes Island hate the old bait-and-switch so much? If there's any impropriety in what I have done, please speak your mind. I will offer my sincerest apologies, Miss Amia. Mr. Wei, you always act so polite, and it leaves me a little overwhelmed. But I've seen your armed forces and your plans. Don't read too much into the war, Miss Amia. This isn't a charge, is it? No, Mr. Wei, I have no power to charge you. I'm simply here to handle the post hoc formalities. Why do you want to terminate our agreement? Because I have determined that a partnership with Lungman is not a good fit for Rhodes Island. Mutual benefit, isn't that good enough for a business enterprise? Even a business has its own development plan. Are you implying that Lungman owes something to the infected side of your business? No, Rhodes Island has never had an infected side. Rhodes Island isn't just fighting for the infected. I'm not just an infected person, I'm also a part of the global community. Ah, Rhodes Island has such expertise in dealing with the infected because many of our operators are themselves infected and know the experiences and circumstances of the people. But trying to rid the land of the spectre of oropathy never meant that we were fighting only for the infected. Mr. Wei, if you think we are just a simple and naive infected rights organization with an armed attachment, I would be very disappointed. A grave misunderstanding. Rhodes Island fights for all the people of this world. You, us, and them. Lungman doesn't need our help. With the termination of this contract, Rhodes Island will also leave Lungman. Rhodes Island has done its due diligence. It's all there in black and white. When we terminate the agreement... Yes? When we terminate the agreement, all the auxiliary clauses lose effect along with it.
What do you like more?
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
What do I like more? 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 Rhodes Island could take Lungman's gracious bounty as a gift. No need, Mr. Wei.
Big boobs or big weenus?
Neither.
Why?
The plot must be destroyed. Big Tatas are a scourge on mankind. Flat is justice. No need, Mr. Wei. We at Rhodes Island are more
Big
interested in...
tits. Or big penis.
Also, no. Not interested in either. We in Rhodes Island are more interested in the way our
Why?
partners do business than their bounty. Why do I need to be? I'm not interested in either. I'm allowed to not be interested in either. Mr. Wei, you have treated us as a pawn in your game from the beginning. Now that the pawn has proven its worth, our exit should be in accordance with your plans. However, Mr. Wei... Go on. If it was only Rhodes Island that was being played, I would not terminate this contract. As strange as it may sound, I can understand mutual distrust between partners. It's just that we're not the only ones that Lungman is hiding the truth from. The LGD, the people of Lungman, the infected in the slums, none of them know the shady methods hidden behind the curtain.
Titties.
I've heard you can read minds, Miss Amia. You may assume that I can't, or that I can. Can I take your speculation as a warning, rather than interrogation? I'm not going to dictate Lungman's strategy or future
Deus.
plans, Mr. Wei, but I have the power to prevent my operators from participating in them. What?
I like big fucking boobs.
Good for you. I'm against them. Mr. Wei, whether a Rhodes Island operator, a member of the Reunion Movement, an exile from Chernobyl, or a citizen of Lungman, they are all living,
Why?
breathing people. I don't think it's acceptable for their lives to be guided by secret machinations.
XD.
I, on the other hand, believe that playing a role is far more important than whether or not one recognizes that role. No, you're wrong. Some things are, for Mr. Wei, perhaps too commonplace. Just like for the average person, quarantining an infected person is an ordinary thing. Not worth discussing. But no matter how normal it is, it should not be treated as a normal thing. Simply because something has happened to us enough times, we become accustomed to it, and that makes it acceptable? That doesn't make sense. Otherwise, even if we eradicate oropathy, our conflicts will not diminish or die down. They will simply be reappropriated to imprison or torment another group of people, just no longer the so-called infected. Is this a request or simply an ideal? This is my standard. Mr. Wei, there is one more thing I must say. The living are not pawns. People are people. Do you play chess, Miss Amia? Mr. Wei, do you play black or white? Wei Yanwu, what have you done? Uh-huh. Officer Chen, I have a guest. Officer Chen? What have you done? Was it you? No, it could only be you. It could only be you. The rat and her cunning father are at best a little ruse. Only
Why are
you
your
would dare to
avatar
order
boobs
this.
so small?
Because they are.
Why?
I can't help what I was born with. Flat is justice. I had thought that by defeating Reunion, by reuniting all the people of Lungmen, we would eventually get through
Breast
this.
expansion.
No.
Now.
No. We could even bridge the misunderstandings between Lungmenites. I never imagined, but I should have. Once again, you reassert yourself as the master of Lungmen, as you always were. But still, how? How could you do such a thing? You tear down every obstacle. You burn everything in your path. To what
Yes.
do you finally bow your head? I know how you all feel about the infected, but why? Why? It's not just... You don't even dare take responsibility for it.
Hose on my balls.
Uh-huh. Erase the name. Erase the trail. Erase the order. Cover all your tracks.
Hose.
Wei Yanwu. You and Lin should trade races. My god. You speak without thinking. Superintendent Shen, I have no idea what you are referring to. I do hope your explanation is convincing.
I still stick my garden hose up your ass.
Okay, I'll cut to the chase then. Did you kill Tallulah's father? Officer Chen? Did you force our mother to marry that cowardly man? Who put such thoughts in your head? What? What?
Boobs.
How about you take a guess? Please watch your tone of voice. Lord Wei, who controls everything in Lungmen, suddenly realizes that the secret he's been hiding for years has long since ceased to be a secret. Officer Chen, know your place. Guards! It was Tallulah who told me. Of course, of everything Tallulah knew, not many people knew in the first place. You're angry because you know this could threaten your rule.
Deus, can you head pat yourself?
Can try. Tracking stops. It's just a little too high. Good enough. There we go. You're angry because you know this could threaten your rule. That old man, that Duke of Cachet, has been in your nightmares from the very beginning.
Deus, how tall are you?
Very small. Incredibly short. I need the file for the exact number. I can't remember it. This one.
Tell me.
573 years old, 140 centimeters tall.
It will stay between us.
It's 140 centimeters tall. And that is including the horns. And you've never felt even a little bit sorry for Tallulah, have you?
Oh, I'll leave chat for a minute then.
I just answered it straight there. It's not like it's something that I have to hide. Officer Chen, don't speculate on facts you are not authorized to know. You don't trust information from unknown sources. You're tired. I certainly don't trust that old Duke. He almost destroyed all of Lungmen, and he's the one who kidnapped Tallulah. So? But I remember it well. It was a sunny day. That night there was no moon, only a few stars. The old man grabs Tallulah and stands on the other side of a broken bridge. And behind you stands a crowd of people in black raincoats. I trust Tallulah. I've always trusted her. I know she can be lied to as well, of course, but look at the kind of person you are. You would sacrifice anything to get what you want. Chen, I don't know how to pronounce a lot of these names. You want to clean up the slums, even destroy them. So much Lungmenites, so many Lungmenites who trusted you. So many Lungmenites who stood behind us all along. It annoys me when they just keep like Lungmenites. It's like, god damn it. Is it because the infected don't count as citizens of Lungmen? Because they can't afford to live in your high-rises? Or is it because the people in the slums will one day live in peace with the infected? Are you really protecting Lungmen? Aren't you the one who is a threat to the city and her people? You have failed the city. No. Don't think you can throw a couple rats in front of you and get away with this. The Lins wouldn't dare to do this without your permission. Miss Chen, you know nothing. She's not Jon Snow. About what I've done for Lungmen. The thing that always annoyed me the most about you is that this attitude you have, where you have to squeeze everything into your own grubby mitts. Oh, hey, Calcit. If the two of you could spare even a shred of free time, I'd like you to hear a message. Dr. Calcit? Take a look at your terminal. I sent the details over. Ah, okay. What? I don't recall giving permission for you to enter my parlor, Dr. Rhodes Island. Interesting. I let her in. Nice. After so many years have passed, why are you still like this? Aren't you tired of hiding everything from her and doing it all yourself? Listen to our guest. We got the same message. We could have known 3 minutes earlier. Alright, Dr. Calcit, go ahead. The enemy's top commander was not present when we wiped out Reunion in Lungmen. This is simply because she was in Chernobog. She watched us either calmly or with great consternation, but we paid her no attention at all. And now a part of Chernobog, specifically its core, is approaching Lungmen. In 36 hours, the urban core of Chernobog will collide with Lungmen. That's a trifle. Lungmen has ways to defend against nomadic cities and warships. A measly urban core is nothing to worry about. Why, we don't even have to... Are we on the same page, Chief Wei? Has it started? Spamming out urban identification codes? No. Yes, your intuition or presumption is correct. The urban core has been beaming codes non-stop. All of Lungmen's sub-cities have already been hit. The codes claim this city belongs to Ursus. Oh no. Episode 6, Partial Necrosis. Finale. Ooh, what is this mission? I tried one of the ones that looked like this before. It was really, really hard. Operation Cocytus. Alright, where are they coming through? Come on. I need to know where they're coming through so I can put things... Alright, that angle. Oh no, you're immediately hitting them. That's not good. Oof. Use that. I would like to bring it there, but I can't at the moment. Alright. I want you there, I guess. You up here, depending on this position. That should stop any of them from getting through. Now I desperately need healers to actually make sure we can survive this. Right, you're going at the back. Come on, you guys, generate some DP quickly. Uh-oh. And that's exactly why I need my bloody healers. Alright, use you there and then use the other one at the top. If we do it like that, I can heal these positions too, which is useful. You got that position. Let's do that then. I'll put someone there, but I'm worried that they're just going to instantly get killed by these two. That position's not being killed by anything, is it? No, not helpful. Yeah, let's try it. Maybe you'll get killed. Oh no, a third one right as I do it. That's definitely not what I wanted. Now they're coming in. Guess necessarily wasn't a bad time that I decided to do that. If I do this, can I keep you up? Alright, looks like you will. For now at least. What am I going to use my last one for? Put you there. Yeah, sure. It's alright. Come on, forces, I believe in you. Top should be fine. I'm a little worried about this bottom section though. That thing can only defend 2. Alright, might as well use these. can do it, come on. He can do it, come on. Alright, this is very not good for Lapland.
忘れたことはありません。この
Hey.
戦場を書くには
Let's try to save that situation. Whew. Oh no, one of them? Those are very bad. Come on, stop. Attack that instead, please. Thank you. There's another one up there, I guess. Yep. Can you still attack her anyway? Bastard. I mean, it's gonna die here. There's not much I can do about that. Yep.
私がお守りします。
Now you're gonna attack her. Let's put you in invisibility. And hope that you just randomly die before you actually get a chance to hurt anyone. And some very big guys coming through now. Should be fine. Probably. Hopefully. Oh, you are not taking a lot of damage.
心配しないで。いい加減な
Let's use you because I think that one is going to die if I don't.
ほとんどの時はね。
Alright, it's dead.
書き込み
Nice that your range can actually hit here. That's a very good place for that. Unfortunately, I think these are still very much destroying those. Come on. You can do it. You're getting low. I really want you down before you actually have a chance to kill someone. Yes, keep attacking
Wait,
that.
there's
Keep attacking
combat
that.
in this.
忘れたことは
I thought it was just a very dark visual novel.
No, it's very much a combat focused like gacha game. Aside from the strips, I do very little of the actual story. Come on. Ooh, that's not going well.
余っている。
Alright, there we go. Success! May my halo bullets bring you eternal peace. Ooh, there's a second one too. Lovely! I'm very low on cash, I can't upgrade anyone, can I? Yes. Nope.
おはよう。
Success /0/.
Yeah, that one went quite well. Ooh, you got cash for completing this thing. It's not enough to upgrade anyone though. My people are kind of very, very high levels. Probably needlessly so, because they don't need to be this high level for where I am. But why not? I think I'm very close to having every single person in my entire squad max level. I only got like 4 left.
出発する。
Ooh, do not want them touching that spot. Alright, let's put you down here because you're far away. Ooh, that's the wrong way around. You are meant to be in front of you, not behind. Oops. We can just put you up here then, that makes up for it.
助けに来たよ。命令を。
Alright, use this. I want you here.
Me, I was this high level when this chapter was released, so understandable.
Haha! Do 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 do. I thought stand back on. Don't do that, you're just going to desaturate the stream. Right. I want you there to protect the spot. Ooh, is he going to walk straight through that? That's not good. Now instead of that, what if I do this? Seems like a vaguely decent plan. But yeah, that guy worries me. Alright, that's where most of my units are right now, so let's do this. Some use in doing that, but maybe not. Put you up here, that defends most of the main position. Just, great. Of course, ranged unit comes through just as I do that. Alright, still got 2. What am I going to do with my 2?
誰の
I
ことを
specifically
選
have
ぶ
you
のでしょう。
allowing that position so I can do something with it. This way or that way. gonna do about the same regardless which way I put them. So let's go that way.
戦場を書くには
Invisible, you please. Okay. Good worrying. That's a lot of damage coming in there.
戦場は
Yep, that was a sizable chunk. Alright, there's the throw up. You are going to die. Must I do that maybe? No, attack that. Bastard. Thank you.
了解した。縛られるつもりはない
Let's slow down one of them. Ooh, I haven't actually put my healer down the bottom yet. Didn't even realize left one was gonna die.
あるいは滅びた
Oops. Nope, nope, nope. Nah. Didn't have time. Hate these enemies so much. Let's put another thing down, because this is gonna go very poorly. Ugh, another one of those sort of enemies. Great. I'm getting incredibly worried about how this bottom section's gonna go.
あなたは私がお守りしますオポーネント
Alright, hopefully you can survive. Maybe. Little.
了解した
I don't want Lapland dying right now. Even if I have to sacrifice Amia.
こんなの
Come on.
悲しいです
I'm gonna have to do you too.
かの深き海よりも
Oh, you were very low. And that's one of them down. Oh, more coming. Stop it.
援護する
Too many of these coming down here. I should have put you here. That would have been better. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's not good. Is anyone going to be up in time? No. Oh, man. Plays with their high defense died even in the healing thing. Great. And you're dead too. Oh no, this is going to end in a loss.
あなたは私がお守りします
That.
この戦場を書くには
Come on. Come on. Alright, you're helping to defend a little.
了解した
I want you to stun this person. More of these enemy types. Stop it. You're not going to get your thing in time, are you? No.
あなたは
Oop, yeah, that's a lot of pain. That's a lot of
私がお
pain.
守りします
Someone going through right at the top there. I can slow them down, maybe. Nope.
来たよ
Oh, great. Alright, let's just do this.
それは変わらないもの了解した
Alright, you're not. None of these people are helpful right now, so I do not need them.
ちゃうところだ了解しました
We might still be able to survive this, even if we don't actually entirely succeed it. Come on. Just a little bit more. Yay, we lived.
彼らは運命の
Yeah, that one was a little scary.
逃れたのかもしれない
Unfortunately, by not getting like a 3-star on it, I didn't really get anything useful out of doing that. I'm probably not going to bother with the next one. Now we've got the birth of tragedy to start. Woo! Do 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 do. A person walks into the sunset alone. Good to know. Who is this person? Where's the sunset? Why are they alone? An old monster once told me, "What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger." This is entirely inaccurate, though. Like, what the hell? It's like, well, I didn't die, but I did lose every single one of my limbs, and I can no longer even breathe. I am definitely stronger. I always thought it was stupid, but the guy's a monster, so maybe I do have to give this some thought. Does a bug jump into a flame to get stronger? So stupid. No, let's not talk about how dumb and weak a bug is. You know, no matter how strong a bug gets, in the end, it's still just a bug. Yeah, there's a species of bug that you could run over with a car and it wouldn't even be scratched.
Anxiety isn't making me stronger.
Exactly. Like, most of these things do not make you stronger. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, there is like a really completely like indestructible bug out there that like you could run over with a car, you could hit it with a sledgehammer, and the thing won't even care. So it's like, you throw that one in a fire, I don't think it would give a shit. I can't remember what it was called. I think it's called like maybe like a Hercules beetle or something. Was that it? Or maybe it's something else. I can't remember. It was just a very specific type of beetle that's like
Ish
indestructible.
Kegel, thank you for the follow.
Appreciate it. If a bug jumps into a flame, all it proves is that the heat messed up its brain. Assuming it even had a brain, it obviously went mad. A mad bug. But what if I was to leap into the flames?
Flurk, don't call me out like that, bot.
Besides proving that I'm crazy, what else would that prove? I'd come out a bit charred, but how would that make me any stronger? But we're talking about death here, and what does an undying monster know about death? Alas, such is the nature of the bitter death that none may resist. Seriously, who is talking? What monster? What's that about? Yo. Hey, W. You still talk to me? That's a surprise. I thought you were totally caught up in your plan to destroy Lungman, Taluda. W, you haven't given anyone notice of your visit. Ha, oops, my bad. I've been a mercenary for too long. Forgot all about that reporting every detail of my life to the boss thing. Sorry, leader. But you know I can't go all the way up to the top of the command tower, so I have to ask you to stoop to my level. Your sarcasm isn't doing us any good, W. Reunion needs the might of the sarcas, and we should strive not to add any more personal conflicts between us. Just call us devils, only the bleeding hearts and self-righteous call us sarcas. Us mercenaries, we know exactly what we are. Strange. Devils. The inferior race of the banished. You mercenaries cannot accept this definition, nor will you take pride in it. Duh. But your people started calling us devils, not as a hate thing or because it was catchy or whatever. Devil is a fear thing. You people called us that because we scare you. So us mercs like being called devils because we know exactly what it really means. And we always make good and sure anyone left alive takes the subtext straight to heart. Oh, sorry, me yapping on about this is like trying to show off in front of an expert, isn't it? We're a no-name merc squad famous for brutality, but compared to you, why, that's like a worm trying to go up against a crab. A worm and a crab. Interesting specific animal choice. Alright. After all, leader, nobody scares people better than you. Inflict terror upon your enemies and provide warmth for your friends.
A worm vs a crowd. Worm wins. Es.
No one can stand up against the power of the worm. Fear the worm, lest it best you in vicious combat. To strike fear into our enemies and bring hope to our comrades. That is the way Reunion has always done things. So, driving Ursus's core city into
70 billion confirmed kills.
70 billion? Oh my god! How many unconfirmed kills does it have? So, driving Ursus's core city into Lungman is also in line with a certain comrade's ardent wish. Our warriors are still bravely fighting inside Lungman. They need our assistance, and we will bring it to them. The infected inside Lungman require
200 unconfirmed kills. Sorry, no, that's the amount of confirmed kills he has had people assist him with.
Ah. The infected inside Lungman require hope, and our warriors here have expressed their earnest desire to be that source of hope. Everyone's wishes find harmony.
0 unconfirmed kills.
Really? He's never had a single kill that hasn't been confirmed? My god. It's impressive.
Confirmed. Do you have a notepad you carry around confirming people who are dead? Thinking face.
So yes, this person is dead. Oh look, that person is also dead. Dead. Ooh.
You see.
Well, this one's not dead yet. Alright, dead. Yep.
May.
Or?
Not.
Not.
B.
B.
Kinda.
Kinda.
Sorta.
Sorta.
Working.
Working.
With.
With the
The.
worm.
Worm.
You're working with the worm? Oh my god. So are you his kill confirmer then? Everyone's wishes find harmony here, and the responsibility to see those wishes come to fruition belongs to us, Reunion. This will also bring benefits to the Sarkaz, I assure you, beyond doubt.
I was part of the 200000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000
Lovely. Good for you. What your kind seeks is not hope, so I'll provide you with profit. Sarkaz mercenaries like you, scattered
Is
between
that what the
various
Herald of
city-states.
Galactus was?
Quite
Just
possibly.
his kill confirmer. Thinking face boss you killed let's say 1 billion people, give or take a few hundred. Or children you missed.
Feels like he's not being precise enough, though. If your entire job is to confirm how many kills there was, you really need to give exact numbers. Say, you killed 1,374,000,000, 200,000 and
I myself have 200,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000, in all of the galaxies.
Congratulations! Unfortunately, I have the most kills outside of galaxies. Sols about that, man. Sols.
You're fired, Jimmy, unless you give me an exact number by Friday. K'manbra, how am I supposed to recount missed planets? These zeros are sounding like Osa. My code name is Galactic Assassin.
Good for you. The Galactic Assassin. Congratulations. My code name is the Eye of Deus. Sarkaz mercenaries like you, scattered between various city-states, as well as those who pull your strings, you will drink deeply of the chaos between cities and countries, and it will nourish you. After Lungman, nomadic city is safe. Your kind will find more room to expand and thrive, and
Sorry,
your people
boss, the
will
exact
prosper.
number is 50000000000.
Oh, sounds like a good deal. Just going off the profits, I'm totally on board. Tell me, W, what doubts do you still have? None. You've made a great case. Want a standing ovation? No need. Then let's talk about my mist.
Familiar with Chrombopulus?
Also, there were so many like zeros that it couldn't. It's that I decided to mute it because there was far
so
too many
many
zeros.
zeros that it couldn't even finish. Atish Kagel no why. Croth KO.
Let's talk about my mission. Bad news is I failed. I didn't manage to bring back my target. And she wouldn't give me the thing. That is not your fault. The kinship between Misha and Skullshatter was bound to lead to uncertainties. Why'd you send me to grab that Scyther's daughter then? It seems like you didn't even need her or her secrets for your big plan. Between the attack on Lungman and finding the core city, what was the point of her anyway? The authenticity of the key still has to be verified. I can personally verify that we've activated the core city, but Reunion still needs full control over the way it stops. That's where this key comes in. Mephisto told me the one the old geezer found in the abandoned city was the real deal. No, W, Mephisto would not tell you that. It would only be you spinning secrets to Mephisto while thinking about extracting the information you want from him. So is that bit of news true or not? You're not interested in hearing my justifications, but you also don't plan on offering yours either. I have my own channels, and might be a little more frank than I used to be. Oh, but I guess I could have mixed up my sources, something like that. W, if you want me to be more transparent, I can explain to you the details of my plan. All of them. Skull Shatterer and your first operation tested the LGD's response speed. It allowed us to adjust our strategy and improve upon our plans to take down Lungman. Without your cooperation, we could not succeed. The key did truly exist. Hi, I'm Day.
How many kills you got?
Carry the one. I guess I probably should count that one. Oh, I lost track around there. I need a better estimate.
Rounded to the nearest billionth.
That's still too small of a number to round it to. What about that galaxy? I really lost track so long ago. God, that number was so big. Alright, I can only give you the number that it was last time I knew the number when I forgot it. Probably a couple hundred years ago. Oh God, it's such an annoying number though. Oh, there's too many numbers. Do I type it?
Skip PLS.
I don't want to skip. I'm reading the dialogue.
Cheryl underscore Viz. Thank you for the follow.
Alright, guess I have to type it.
You can type it.
Ay. This is gonna take a while. Like, god damn, I try to be a bit more like exact, but I'm gonna have to round this up a lot to be this even vaguely correct. At least hopefully the thing when I should read out my one. Yeah, no, it was that. Oops. Yep, no, it was, Yep, and then, followed by those, and that's probably about as much as I'm gonna have to round it. I know it's a lot of zeros, but yeah, that's probably, like, those first numbers are definitely correct, but, like, the rest of them, I can't remember. But a couple of years ago, it was about somewhere around that sort of, like, region. The key did truly exist, but was lost upon Misha's death. The key that Patriot sought was only a backup plan to deal with this situation. I won't force you to tell me where your information came from, but my explanation should convince you. Alright, but leader, I want to know how many keys there are. Won't ask any more questions after that, yeah? 2. Sergei, a Royal Chernobog scientist, held one of them.
So about as much as a mediocre assassin.
Wait, you think that's as much as a mediocre assassin? You realize it's a higher number than you gave. And also, it's not even my current value. That's my value from hundreds of years ago. And delivered it to Misha using special means. The other was held by Count Boris, former mayor of Chernobog. During our attack, he broke off a city plate to flee. However, he was unable to escape the catastrophe. I'd also specify that that was hundreds of years ago, and I was kind of slacking back then. I've really kicked up my numbers since then. The ruined satellite city. Our undercover agents in the city have kept everything there that we need. We can lure the LGD into an ambush given the proper distance. We have sufficient reason to capture the abandoned city, and the best use of it is to occupy it and turn it into a stronghold. You're really good at explaining things, leader. I'm all out of questions. Hey, I'm not asking too many, am I? Sorry to make you waste so much time explaining it all to me. W, if openness can resolve the misunderstanding between us, I won't be stingy with my time. In order to ensure a relationship of long-term mutual benefit, I will continue to draw up our future plans. Hopefully this can slightly increase the trust between us. We will need to support each other to have a chance at overcoming the troubles to come. Really? I'm touched! Of course. I never liked this woman. The Tallulah they talk so nice about in private is so insanely boring. This Tallulah talking to me right now is just another lying bastard! And not to say there's anything wrong with lying or anything. I lie a lot. Nothing stronger than a well-placed lie, except maybe a bomb. The truth is like a cup of water. What good does it do when the whole house is on fire? You need a couple more cups. At least 3 cups of water to put out a house. But when I lie, I know I'm lying. I chew up my thoughts up and spit them into ears. This she-dragon, though, she lies so natural, it's like the words come out of someone else's mouth. Doesn't matter who she's talking to, it's not just tweaking a couple points to cover up her plans. She takes on a totally different form, turning into something they trust more, telling them what they want to hear. Reunion's most beloved figure is, of course, the leader.
I am very confused by this conversation in chat.
Yeah.
Conofed sip cute model, by the way.
Very adorable. Completely adorable. The most adorable. Standing here with me, she's a businesswoman, a trader. With patriot, she turns right into a warrior woman. She'll show her true face one day, but not everyone will live long enough to see it. Besides, does she even have a true face? Is she a faceless abomination?
It's almost as cute as the one behind the model. It has a lot of personality. Especially with the movements available.
Yay! I love having personality. Personality is great. I do also have like my expressions that I don't use often. Like the sad face and the anger and the yeah. But I rarely touch those. Is she an onion? Onions do have layers. They're like ogres. You keep peeling off layer after layer until you realize there's nothing inside. I mean it.
We got a deer dance.
Indeed. I love dancing, dancing is fun. Dancing. Come on, hand. Why aren't you tracking? Thank you. If only I had like full body tracking so I could do better dancing than just tracking the hands. She was acting honest as a Iberian nun just a minute ago. She lifts her hands slightly. I know that trick. Right now she's like a cunning Savra after a lifetime of raiding and killing. Something pulls away the air in front of me, and in a split second it'll melt away my whole body. Don't tell me you're ready to kill me after a little bit of teasing. Nobody has ever figured out the formless things Tallulah throws around, and I know exactly what they do. Ruins, debris. Things lose even their most basic structure. It's just like a fire without light. I am her prey. I should have known. Kinda obvious, Dragon Lady. The old Tallulah wouldn't have showed her cards this early. Waiting to die or plopping down some long-winded monologue before the end just isn't my style. I never thought about dying, at least not now. The small device I tossed out moments earlier while I was talking falls to the ground and blooms into a ball of flame before me. A wave of heat rushes towards me. Luckily, the confronting warmth isn't hers. I'm no arts expert, and in my experience, 99% of arts are no match for this pure burst of energy. Explosions, heat, shrapnel, shockwaves. It's an equalizing force that tears apart any enemy. Or me. I just need to draw out the stalemate a little longer, until all the seeds I planted finish blooming. You're such a hard worker, Tallulah. You even went through all that trouble to play out a sitcom with me. I knew it. You really would make a great actor. This Dragon Lady, I don't really hate her that much, do I? Those who don't know how to deceive cannot tell lies, and thus are not liars, and she is a monster soaked in lies. She doesn't need to lie. No wonder I get okay, I admit it, kinda scared when I see her. I don't hate her, but I might really be afraid of her. And fear breeds caution. If you've got your guard up, you're prepared. Like Batman. Your little tricks are actually able to neutralize my Rignium arts. I might have underestimated you. Hey, this little trick took me hours to put together. Show some respect, huh? But if a little bit of your fire was all it took to make me roll over and die, what kind of devil would follow me? You came prepared. You planned to attack me from the very beginning. You made the first move, Dragon Lady. Are you trying to torch me because I'm a Vayne, or do you want to shut me up because I've seen through you? To punctuate my sentence, a wave of heat surges from her fingertips and leaps towards me. Man, this dragon bitch just won't let me have any fun. Oh, it feels wrong me saying that when I am a dragon. Come on. I bend my waist and drop into an exaggerated roll, making it look like I'm tying my shoes. Uh-oh. Aim better next time. W, your dirty tricks have been exposed. You're now an enemy of reunion. Why do you oppose me? This is certainly of no benefit to you. Why? Why do you think this was my idea? I sure as hell didn't want us clawing at each other's faces this soon. Fact of the matter is, you attacked me first. Trying for a little shock and awe, huh? I guess I have no choice. I just have to kill you before you kill me. Your insanity has deepened your blind confidence. Lying to me is no big deal. I don't really care who you lied to, how many people you kill or how many people you lied to, but Dragon Lady, you'll regret lifting a finger against me. Am I the kind of person who says stuff like this? Maybe I really am losing it. Can't even call this insanity at this point. Seems more sentimental than anything else. I guess I really fucked up. I see. Pretending to be crazy and stupid had us all fooled. Turns out I misunderstood your character this whole time. So considerate of others. What a lovely little devil you are. Such a colourful character. How do I make a spit sound? Not as lovely as you, of course, but you'll be even cuter once I rip your tongue out. Can't have it lolling around. Do you think your little traps are enough to kill me? Of course not! Did I ever mention that I set a trap? Better watch your feet, might be a trap. Say, how many do you want? How many do you have? You pitiful things, my flames have found you. You will pay for your betrayal. Whoa, creepy. What's the matter with you? Who are you talking to with that tone of voice? You. I know you hate these words, W. You also hate me for pointing out your purpose. Oh well, thanks for being so considerate of my preferences. You think you can rile me up with the right phrasing? And like, my purpose? How many people you plan to kill has nothing to do with me, Dragon Lady. What do you know about me? You've got like 80 different plots within plots going on of that nugget. And you're gonna guess what's in mine? W, you want to prevent me from using the Corsi to attack Lungman. Oh? If you simply wanted revenge, you would not have chosen this moment. If you wanted to kill me, W, you could have waited until both Lungman and I are incapacitated. That would have been the wise move. Trying to talk me into giving you information was another cover. A mercenary leader who cares nothing for the direction of Reunion will not ask me, the leader of Reunion, about my plans. You know, I won't kill you as long as you put aside your interest in this war. Do that and I'll spare your life. I'm fond of you, W. You're good comic relief, and I have no desire to execute a harmless Harley Quinn. However, a mad woman who will use any methods available to kill me has no right to judge good and evil, let alone claim to understand my plans. Are you really as violent and insane as the performances you put on suggest, W? Would you shut up already? You are not. You want to stop Reunion. You want to stop the attack on Lungman. Those are your intentions. W, you're all too easy to read. I didn't even need to make any plans to investigate you. You came here wearing your heart on your sleeve. That's a load of bullshit. I'll turn you into a bottle of gore and have someone dump you down the waist chute, assuming there's anything left. Pew 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 pew. I pressed the button on the device in my hand. A single Orignium detonator switch, remotely operated. Chained explosions. A blazing light of destruction mixed with a deliriously pungent aroma. Waves of heat carrying fragments of debris. Overturning everything in front of me, just as I planned everything reduced to cinders. Even the most thick-skinned Sarkaz. Wait. Didn't I have a detonator mechanism for the explosives? Why did she plant her sword on the ground? Was this your trap? Try me, W of the Sarkaz. Try again. Hold on, you. No fire. No burning. The 100 Orignium explosives I painstakingly twisted into the steel foundations of the city are all gone. Where are the explosions? The heat? The shrapnel? Nothing. The place where I planted the Orignium is deformed, melted, and warped. Drips of iron and the burned oil paint covering gives off nasty smell, but that's it. My shrapnel. My blast waves. My light show. It's not gonna happen. The cataclysm that I pictured in my mind a million times over just isn't gonna happen. Cutting Dragon Lady must have poured her heart into her sword and channeled it deep into the steel beneath us. The heat radiated to each of my traps, melting them away. You figured it out. You're so smart, W. The world-ending explosion from all directions that should have blown her into a billion little pieces is nothing but a big, wet fart. Alright, I've been thoroughly played. You meant to chuck the hand, please. Thank you. Dragon Lady, you're not half bad. Was this result also part of your plans? Let me guess, your backup plan is you'll show me an improvised suicide bombing spectacle, isn't that right? Let's not waste each other's time. Don't get too cocky. Little girls, say, are you even the same person right now? Even I don't really want to know. I don't need you to define me. Choose your death. Die by my flames, be thrown from the city walls, or be run through by my sword. Can you really finish me off? Steel must endure 1,000 trials in the forge before it can become a sword. A sword is destined from birth to be a weapon. But you are just a mortal shell that has not yet died. Ah, that would be an honor. To be impaled by this sword, would I be the first one? Unfortunately, you'll have to accept second. Now, if we're talking people I've blown up, you, well, wouldn't even have a number. Am I going to die? Guess so. What's so bad about death? There are many things worse than dying. So, when you feel like you're done for, as long as you've prepared for the stuff worse than death, you'll even manage to surprise yourself. Now, I think it's about time I also blow this joint. You blew yourself apart right in my hands. I thought you'd be more afraid to die. Though your defection didn't surprise me, you yourself did surprise me a little. You had some potential as the opening act of a farce. I hope your death was painful enough, W of Victoria. After the battle, 31 hours until impact, 6:30 p.m. Patriot. So you're Patriot. Leader. Sir, your return gives me great peace of mind. Formality is unnecessary. There was a battle here just now. It was between me and W, who tried to assassinate me. Don't worry. I'm perfectly fine. From the reports I received, she was already showing signs of rebellion when she occupied Chernobog. She made her own decision to let the enemy escape, instigated the Sarkaz mercenaries' rebellion, and murdered her superior. These series of actions were likely caused by outside political forces. Where is she now? She should have stood trial. She detonated the explosives hidden around her body and fell into the core area. I will dispatch someone to search for her body. Sir, you need not worry yourself. That does not concern me. And her Sarkaz? What of them? I will deal with it. Now that the core city is steadily moving on track, I'll need to stabilize the situation immediately. Leader, this core city was activated without my knowing. Why? Even the comms have been broken. We're out of options. Ursus may attack Chernobog at any time and slaughter our compatriots. For their sake, we must first take down Lungman. Right now, all energy must be used to support the operation of the core city, and we have no excess power to support turning the ingoing and outgoing channels. The Erignium left behind by the catastrophe is so potent that we cannot endure it. The order to recall you exhausted the last of our backup supply. Now there is only one place that can provide us with enough refined Erignium. Even then, if time is tight, please discuss it with us. What you say may be correct. I'm sorry, sir, I should have given it more thought. But what's done is done. This key, how will you use it? It can stop the city. The city can be stopped. Many things once started will not stop. So I'm entrusting this key to you. You will decide when we stop. I apologize for giving you such an arbitrary command. You seem more subdued today than usual, sir. No, I will go. To guard the core city. Someone will attack. They will try. And I will stop them. Excuse me, sir. Crownslayer, Frostnova, Mephisto, and Faust are still waiting for our help. We must not let any outsiders interfere with our plans. About that, I think most of those people really aren't. Tallulah. What's the matter, my champion? Leader. Any evil, no matter how great, will always come to an end. This I firmly believe. Yes, I share the same conviction. Goodbye, leader. Go, Patriot. To end this war and regain the status of the infected, reunion will crush all enemies standing in our way. Woo! What's this? A kind of Sarkaz talisman. 2 pieces. This one is for you, the other one I will keep. What are these for? It's a bit heavy. They can keep you safe. You still believe in those weird Sarkaz things? What's the point of this? Let me finish. Sure. This talisman can withstand torture. Mortal wounds, destroyed organs, no, but the consumption of life it can withstand, until it breaks. If yours breaks, mine will tremble, and I will go save you. What if both pieces break? Why aren't you saying anything? Fine, I'll hang on to it. Good. I'm obviously going to outlive you, so you just do your own thing. Help? Who? End what war? My talisman, it too, has broken. Sarkaz warrior, you killed W. What are you going to do now? Liberate you. You will no longer need to bow before a Sarkaz. All that you desire I shall grant you. And what exactly is that? War. No longer will you have to endure the foul taste of slaughtering the weak. No longer will you waste your efforts like a pebble hitting a rock. I will give you a truly equal war. Sarkaz, wandering devils, what I will grant you is not only the fear of your victims. I will reforge your blood, your flesh, your steel, and the shame of countless generations of your ancestors. I will grant you slaughter, and I will grant you death. A new era has arrived, and war shall reign supreme. All Sarkaz who wish to taste all that this new era has to offer, step forward. Who would you have us kill? The world. Alright, that was long and a lot of reading. Finish that drink. Let's just grab my second one. Because I figured I'm going to need 2 for the stream. What's that? THRM-EX. Thermal EX. Specialist robot of Rhodes Island, designed by Engineer Closure to carry out combat missions. He knows that he's a robot. Alright, good for him knowing that he's a robot. I don't really need a robot. The robots typically can't be upgraded that much.
Foresight 100.
6:30 p.m. Incorrect, it is 7 a.m. You're up for like a whole 12 hours. Number 00000000002. Clearance level 8. Dr. Atlas, thank you for visiting the Rhodes Island Integrated Bioprocessing Unit. Your intentions have been determined through analysis of available biological data. In addition, the system detects that you are in a bad mood.
FYI.
Voi. And what we count for good mood?
No more 0s pain.
I know, right? So many zeros, so many zeros. Good and bad are subjective judgments. However, this system has collected nearly all documented states of mental activity, as well as hormonal criteria for various types of neurological excitement. So you could argue that the system's subjective judgment is substantially closer to objective truth. Therefore, no matter what action Dr. Atlas may take, the system will be able to process it to some degree. Which is to say, you may do as you wish. PRTS is equipped with a non-lethal pacification function. Should you take unreasonable action, you will lose consciousness for 3.55 working hours, ensuring you maintain a behavioral standard close to normal. Welcome home, Doctor. Can this really be called home? Are you Dr. Atlas? Yes? Yo, hi, Dr. Atlas, the most Atlas of all the doctors, apparently. Woo! Hello? It's you, I'm sure of it. Is there anyone else that look like me? I can feel it, you're a little different. I am? Cool. But the person you're holding, that uniform, can I ask who's that you're holding? A friend. She's your friend, but you barely know her at all. I don't know, this might disappear soon. What do you feel? Traces of people communicating with each other. Smell, warmth, shape. I'm not sure, but she The girl reaches out to Frostnova. She can. No. You don't want me to do that? No, I'm an outsider. I don't know her. I can't do this, can I? I'm sorry. Sure. Can you read minds like Amiya? No, I can't. Amiya is special. I know Amiya's arts, and I think she suffers a lot. Did you want to use this machine? If this is indeed the final resting place of the infected. It is. Just a second, let me check the log. Yes, they cleaned this cabin already. Put her on the slab. Easy now. There. Then the slab will slide in there, and wait for it to close, and finally press this button. You're really familiar with it. Oh, I've had to use it a lot. Why? This is where all of Rhodes Island's infected end up. And if I knew them, if I felt them, if they were my teammates, I always take care of them myself. The original manual was really complicated, but I wrote down how to use it in my terminal. Just a quick look and I can feel it. Feel what? It's like a chain. A chain? Or I could say it's like seeing the links between people. Sending off the people tied to you means untangling the lines around them. The other ends of the threads are still tied to us, but even when the one side is gone, the threads don't hang down. It feels like you've lost something inside yourself, something you didn't know was there, but knowing it won't come back. Why would you want to feel that? Because if you know the feeling, it won't suddenly sting you, right? So then you... Excuse me. Identifier for Rosmontes, elite operator present in Rhodes Island, integrated infected bioprocessing unit, will expire in 15 minutes. I'll update you momentarily. Stand in place for about 15 seconds. In addition, there is a skirmish taking place by the starboard hull. If possible, please assist after updating your identification code in order to reduce resource consumption. Oh, okay, I'll go do that. I'm making a note of it in my terminal. Reminding you for the 6th time, if you would allow access to the system, it could send the information directly to... No. I'm the only one who can use this. Understood. Elite operator? PRTS means me. Should I call you Rosmontes? Yes, Rosmontes. What about her? I think I should at least know her name. Frostnova. Frostnova. A good name, is it? Hello, Frostnova. Bye-bye. Hello and goodbye, my old friend. Or my new friend. Or my something friend. Finally, another mission. Six, seven. Oh, good that they put you on that side. Who's going to be useful where for this positions? Straight line. Put you there. Put you there. Do you have a healer if I put you there? Yeah, I guess so. Should be fine. It'd be more useful if I do it that other way though. Yes, you will get more attack if I do it that way. It's probably a better idea. Alright. You are going here. And you are going here. Alright, now I need my healer up here to actually ensure they're alive. That's the most useful position. Do I want to get Exia down then? Good thing you're also being healed. These potential spots also give me pretty good locations for it. Do I want to try to get Dusk in immediately? Usually wait quite a while before Dusk gets placed, but I could have put them pretty soon. They are useful. 32, 33, 34. Alright, well I'm going to have to use that. There's no other position that will benefit me here. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to place down any of her things because none of these slots. When it activates, she can put them there and there, I guess. Just, yep, only that. So she can help Lapland if it comes to it, but it should be fine. Alright, we have one more. There's not really anyone I necessarily need to put down at the moment. Ooh, that's interesting. We've got them. Great. If I put you here, you're probably going to get killed by them, though, is the problem. It'd be better if you had a healer. Yeah, screw it. Hopefully they just do end up going past Exia over here. Alright, give me more just in case. I don't necessarily need it at the moment, but should be fine. Now, I need your invisibility to be sitting there for when the next ones come in, so I can ensure that you won't just die. Oh, there it is.
了解した
There we go. Activate the invisibility. Use your thing.
リンゴちゃん今日もよろしくね
It'd be good to actually get a healer on you at this point. I don't need you, so let's do that to make sure these two are also being healed, and we should be mostly good now. You're going to take quite a lot of damage from them, but it should be fine. Do 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 do. Do do do. Not many enemies to go now.
命令を切りつけ
Second hit it. And it did.
あなたは
Do,
私
do,
が
do,
お
do.
守
Good.
りします
Thank you. Okay, your ability should last till the end if I use it now. Pretty much for both of them. Both of them? Both of them, not both of them.
こんなの
Okay, so we're gonna use that and that.
引き渡せば超絶持ち
Put that down there so it could randomly absorb some hits. And kill them, my forces. I don't know what we're fighting there or, like, for what purpose. The story thing didn't like really lead into a combat, but then just suddenly we're in combat, so it's like, I don't know what we're doing. Wei Yunwu's office, 6:30 p.m. Correct, Mr. Wei. 32 hours from now, the core city will collide with Langmen. Its urban identification code has not been changed, which means that the core of Chernobog, this nomadic city, is still Ursa's territory. So attacking it would be an act of war. The Union holding Ursus hostage like this is the height of absurdity. You're unreasonably calm, Mr. Wei. Did it maybe occur to you what a peace-loving country the Empire is? Ursus' expansionism is driven by a lust for wealth, territory, and growth. If it was profitable, the Empire would start a world war without a second thought, and they would have done it decades ago. But provoke a war with Yen? The fact that Yen has not waged war for centuries does not mean they lack the capacity to fight, but I'd say a militaristic state might struggle to understand what it is that's led to Yen's prosperity. A world war would leave both sides devastated. Yen would need a long time to recover, but Ursus, with its myriad internal conflicts, would take it even
Empire.
harder.
Luke, I am your father.
Indeed. I don't know which empire they're referring to here. Like, I've heard so many names of so many different places, I'm like, which one's the Empire? I don't even know. I'm confused about a lot of this. So I don't pay attention to the politics of this game. Ursus is no longer the world-devouring beast it once was. Only fools and madmen would wage a war that is costly, unprofitable, and doomed to fail. Mr. Wei, as far as I know, fools and madmen are a dime a dozen in the nomadic cities of the world. Weeding out such people is one of my most important duties, as a function of the State Council of Ursus. Once the State Council responds, we'll implement measures that will stop to the Chernobog core. The diplomats will handle the rest. Our only responsibility is to take control of this crisis before it gets out of hand. You have that much faith in the Empire? No, I have faith in mutual interest. Fighting war after war teaches bitter lessons, and even though Ursus has won a lot of riches from its wars, it has been unable to fight the internal rot those wars have bred. It has not been able to integrate the peoples and lands it has conquered, and no nation can handle rebellion while choking down the poison brewed by the mutual crisscrossing hate of its own populace. The Empire of Ursus is a rotting corpse posturing to look strong. And that is why you believe Ursus will act in its own interest and abide by their deal with you. I have no deal with the chairman of the State Council, verbal or otherwise, but the two of us have about the same amount of sanity left. I have quite a bit of sanity. I think I've still got, like, probably, like, maybe less than 100 by now, but still, like, a decent amount. Fumizuki, send the message for me. I have to make use of this time. Fumizuki? There is another message here for you. Dr. Counselor Tamiya, Chen, you should hear this too. Fumizuki? You will change your mind when you hear this. I don't think so. If you reject their help again, we'll truly be isolated. Chief Wei, you must act immediately upon receiving this message. What? That's my messenger! The following has been asked encrypted. Mr. Wei, groups 3 and 4 are standing down. We are unable to get to the source of the matter. I can't even speculate on who the mastermind might be. They were whispering from the parliamentary gallery, laughing at my miserable, helpless performance, but I found no evidence to hold them accountable. If something happens in Chernobog, you must do everything you can to stop it. Otherwise, who knows what will happen. You have the wisdom and ability to stop it at its source. What we could not do, you must do in our stead. That's the end. I want to hear the rest. The rest is the messenger's, Siddiqui? Siddiqui? Is that
Zarath whippers run by lurk.
He's my messenger. Let me hear it. I was unable to meet Chairman and the messenger he sent to liaise with me was waylaid by unknown forces. Unfortunately, the messenger is still safe and sound. The messenger slipped out of Deity, Griffithburg in the dead of night, and someone secretly aided him. I believe there are forces within Ursus vying for supremacy. I was attacked many times on the road after that, and there were many others who tried to protect me. Which tried to help them. I reached the Ural Rift and commandeered a messaging station. What happens now, even I don't know. I hope to make it back to Lungmen, to enjoy the flavors of home once again. How is he now? Unclear if he's alive or dead. Oh no. How unfortunate. It sounds like the chairman of the State Council plans to stand by and see how this plays out. The State Council is at the heart of the Empire, but Chernobog is out of the periphery now. Ugh. Why does that one have to be pronounced so long? Sounds weird. The borderlands mostly belong...
Wait, there's still TTS.
Mm-hmm. The borderlands mostly belong to the army, and some remnants of the ancient nobility. The army hasn't had a chance to engage in such operations since the Great Rebellion, but the infected did. The ancient nobility closely watched as they were.
Sorry.
I always have the TTS on, except if there's a lot of spamming happening all at once. It's just nice having things be read to me so I don't have to look over at chat. The ancient nobility closely watched as they were. Couldn't have planned the Chernobog incident, but the infected could. Indeed. Indeed. I said indeed, and the next line was indeed anyway. Most of Reunion's infected had no training. They didn't stand a chance against the Ursus Guard and the Chernobog Riot Police, but a catastrophe did. Chernobog failed to split the plates in time, and there was nothing they could do against a catastrophe. Reunion had to infiltrate the city early to stop the security forces from mobilizing, while the army ignored their maneuvering. Lungmen and Rhodes Island anticipated Reunion's actions, and the LGD made a plan to annihilate them, but Chernobog... Even to this day, Chernobog and the Ursus Court haven't said a word. Now we know why. Writing off the city and all its inhabitants, Ursus handed Chernobog over to Reunion, and the infected who have lived so long on the threshold of death that they have no longer feared it, would assume control of the city after the catastrophe. They didn't have to do anything, they just got out of the way. They only had to let it happen. But after suffering a catastrophe, Chernobog was just a dead city with nothing of value, which left the infected heading for Lungmen. No matter who's running Reunion, all the elements were perfectly aligned. Give the order. The sensors must stand down. Use force if necessary. We'll prepare for war. We must absolutely... certain? Well, we must be. I missed the word. We must be absolutely certain we can disable that core before it's too late. And no one is to know of this until the Chernobog core is stopped. Mr. Wei? You're going to start the war yourself? Fumizuki. You've seen all Lungmen has been through. You must know. My brother wouldn't stand for me starting a war with Ursus. I must take the initiative. We must take control of the situation, even if it cost all of Lungmen. Oh no, not all of Lungmen. Starting a war means being seen as an aggressor. It makes it more difficult to forge alliances. The first one to enter a state of war is likely to find itself isolated. But the worst part is, no one can know the truth until after the war is over, whatever it might be. Some countries don't even care about the truth. All they want is an excuse. But, Mr. Wei, I believe we can achieve peace through diplomatic means. Thank you for the suggestion, Madam Kaltzit. But I'm afraid wit and I are the last hope for peace between our two countries. Whether our enemy is the Empire's Third Army or the Emperor of Ursus, this war is going to happen eventually, even if we are certain to win it. Peace is no longer possible. If Wit is too meek to use official channels to put a stop to this, it means he'll face too much resistance and criticism for it, even if it works. He's a politician. He has to look out for himself. Having pushed him this far, the Emperor's bureaucracy may be in some state of semi-paralysis. A couple of divisions control Ursus hostage, but not Lungmen. This is not Ursus. You're entitled to an emergency response to another moving city. Wouldn't it then be too late to separate the city? If the core is not stopped, the collision will destroy Lungmen, and the conflict that follows will cause further unfathomable disaster. But to stop the core, firing our guns or sending a Spec Ops team would indeed mean a declaration of war on Ursus. Anything which might have been able to stop has been cut completely loose by the Chernobog core. An isolated city, cut off from all communication, left with nothing but identification codes, needs very little explanation. As you say, Doctor, it's up to Lungmen now. Only we can stop the Chernobog core. Think carefully, Mr. Way. There are serious consequences to an act of war. War is serious business, but the other choice, as far as Lungmen is concerned, would be far worse. Mr. Way. Rhodes Island? I'll go. Huh? Miss Jen? Jen? I'll take care of it. You're a Lungmanite. I can leave Lungmen. Superintendent Chen, don't play the hero. This isn't your responsibility. If Lungmen needs a traitor, let it be me. I'm sick of you, Wei Yanwu. You and your precious city. I stopped being a Lungmanite even before you dug your claws into the slums. Now is not the time for a debate on ethics. When will it be time? What did they do? Why did you have to do that to them? What did they do? Tell me, Miss Chen. What did they do? Tell me, where was it Reunion hid themselves? Where was it they snuck into our city?
More conflict.
Conflict! Woo! Conflict! You trust the slum dwellers, but do they trust you? Where did that trust come from? Have any of them, aside from your informants or Lin Kojui's, I don't know how to pronounce his name, ears, reported the infected infiltrating their homes? Things happen so fast, that doesn't mean anything. Did you receive even a single tip? Yes or no? No. Not one. Not a single person stepped up. They don't trust you. They would rather put their faith in foreign provocateurs. That's not a word I've ever pronounced. That's good enough. Than the Rat King or the superintendent of the LGD. Maybe Reunion was threatening them. Reunion's infected are known to be violent and dangerous. Did they forget that Lungmen has never raised a hand against them? I don't blame them for supporting each other. In fact, if the infected didn't support each other, if they hated each other instead, the slums would have long since destroyed themselves. But they could have opposed Reunion. They could have come together with the Rat King's people to fight the infiltrators. They could have asked for your help. They don't trust... Exactly. They don't trust you. After all you've done for them, they still don't trust you. We should have sent the LGD into the slums long ago. It was the locals who didn't want the LGD in the slums. They were the ones working against my LGD time and time again. Even as Lin Kojui's and I worked so hard to root out the criminals and foreign agents from the slums, it was those same locals who scoffed at the sacrifices of our soldiers. Was it Lungmen that rejected them? Answer me, Miss Chen. Look me in the eyes and answer me! It's not their fault. Then whose, pray tell, is it? How many times have I told you, you have the right to your own thoughts and opinions, provided you don't let them affect your work? The LGD is here to protect Lungmen. The Special Inspection Unit is here to guide the LGD and to protect Lungmen. The slums you've done so much for have become a vulnerability that could lead to Lungmen's destruction. Reunion exploited the infected among them to distract us, letting our guard down to Chernobog. The measures we took to fight off Reunion left us open to this maneuver by the core city, and those infected stood by and did nothing. If Lungmen falls here, it is ultimately by their hand. No. Who should be held responsible for turning Lungmen into a flashpoint? Who is responsible for lives lost and blood spilled? So much destruction over a few neighborhoods just because we didn't act in time. When you say act, you mean, whose fault is it? Was it Lungmen that rejected them? No. It was they who rejected Lungmen. She'll dispose of them? Indifference and a lack of vision already destroyed them. I have no reason to care for these people anymore. Jen, we are all tainted with our innumerable mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. All we can do is fix them, or cover them up for a while. There is always someone who can do what I can't, but for now I still have things to do. Everyone makes mistakes? I know what you're saying. The infected are a mistake as long as they exist in the city. Pig-headed girl. Superintendent Chen, I have told you everything. Now do what you must. Alright then. Wei Yanwu, what the LGD must do, is name who is at fault and correct the mistake. It seems that, according to your definition, I am at fault. We could also say I am the mistake, because I am infected. You. Chen? Madam Chen. There is no need to hide it anymore. For 3 years you've been hiding my infection from the world. Now that the infected have no place in the city, neither do I. Nonsense! She and I are both infected. I don't belong here. I know what I must do, and I won't be making any more mistakes. I am the only one who can stop her. Don't feel bad, I understand. We're sworn brothers, aren't we? Brothers. Remember where we came from. Sworn brothers ruined. I am infected, and a traitor to Lungmen. I am the only one who can do this. I hate you, and I hate them. I should love you, but right now I hate every last one of you. Blood relations ruined. We've come this far. All we can do is keep going. Why me? Why does it have to be me? I could feel safe sitting here. Close family ruined. No. If you leave this office today, Chen Hui... I don't know. You will be an enemy of Lungmen. You will never again be allowed to set foot in this city. And all that we've worked for together for the past 10 years will come to nothing. Everything I worked for came to nothing as soon as you did what you did. Lungmen is about to go up in flames. A battle is upon us. You have your ways and I have mine. The only difference is, I'm not like you. I don't think anyone is a mistake. I won't let the city fall. But I won't go in without a plan either. Power is a tool at the end of the day. If you are going to use this tool to tinker with the world, you have to conform to its expectations. Don't make a mockery of yourself, Inspector Chen. Laugh at that and you're laughing at yourself. I raised you to change it. I hoped that you would change this world to want more than prosperity and growth. So has it changed? Can it be changed? Does everything I've worked for actually mean anything? Even if it can't now, it must someday. You're going to make sure it can be changed. Wait, stop! Who are you? You can't go in there! Security! Where are the guards? There's an intruder! Who's the intruder? Oh. One of you guys. Lord Wei, we will act. Get out. Let us act. You shouldn't have come. Shouldn't have come here. Wei Yanwu, that's all it took to show your true colors. Your private army just shows up here in your office. Madam Chen, Lungmen is threatened. Sounds like you have a strong sense of duty. But I don't believe a word you say. If you have something for him, go ahead. Lord Wei, it is within our means to infiltrate the city, kill the mastermind, and stop the collision. We shall sacrifice our lives for the city, and lift this burden from thy shoulders. Ooh, thy, how fancy. Get out! Lord Wei! How about it, Wei Yanwu? Will you send them, or send me? Is that a tough choice? Why is it you're so decisive when it comes to killing people, and so indecisive when it's time to save them? That's how it is now. That's how it was then. I didn't expect a chance at a proper goodbye. I've thought about it many times, Wei Yanwu, but I never expected to give anyone a proper goodbye. Miss Fumizuki, I'm sorry my mum threatened you like that. Thank you for looking after me all these years. I've always thought of you as family. Chen? Superintendent Chen! Not anymore. This badge? You can have it back. Caesar! You want to fight here first? To decide who's the real traitor? Superintendent Chen, the enemy is at our gates. I'm infected. I'm your greatest enemy. So come on then! I'm right here! What are you waiting for? Cease and desist, or I will show no mercy. Who have you ever shown mercy? Don't sound all high and mighty about things you can't do. Lord Wei, look out! Qi Zhao, Qui? I don't know. Brother, if this sword is used to slay dragons, does it also work on Dracos? It just might. Looks like I'll have to be more careful around you. Her arts are overflowing. Doctor, get behind me. I'll block the arts. No. It'll just get torn apart by that kind of power. She's not aiming for us. Get out of her range right now. Okay. Understood. Will do. Her arts begin to expand. Back up. Release! The dragon-slaying sword unsheathed. You can block it with just your wrist? Most astute. I see your swordsmanship is sharper than ever, Superintendent. Tempered Irignium. Chijao, huh? To think that they're still making weapons like that. Doctor, is that sword specifically forged to fight against energy-based arts? At first, Madame Chen didn't even let me look at that sword. Was she envisioning a situation where I would be an enemy? Out of my way. Lord Wei, the Superintendent has chosen her path. I may not be able to block a second blow. Shall I put my life on the line? Through my death, I assure you that Inspector Chen will remain in Lungmen, though I cannot guarantee that she'll have her limbs intact. I can ensure that she lives. Impermissible. You, fall back. Do not engage her directly. I shall immediately alert my brothers. Planning to call reinforcements, Shizhao? Cease! Gah. Hui Che, are you going to use the cloud-splitting sword? Don't forget who taught you your swordsmanship and your arts. I never once thought to strip you of your swordsmanship, but I will no longer play nice at this point. Don't force my hand, Qian Hui Che. I'm pronouncing this differently every time, aren't I? Do it then, Master Wei. Qi Zhao answers to me. The day you gave Qi Zhao, did you think I would slay you? I won't use it to spill your blood, Wei Yanwu. You think you're protecting me, right? My mother died to depression. Toluda was taken away. I contracted oropathy in the course of my work. You think everything you've done was for the sake of protecting me, don't you? Is that because of your guilty conscience? Or because of your confidence in your own strategies? I don't want to witness another tragedy ever again. Liar! Wei Yanwu, there are those who this sword seeks to kill, and those who it seeks to protect. If she truly wishes to destroy Lungmen... No, you must not go. I never thought I would beat you in your black cloaks here. But there is more than one way out of here, Wei Yanwu. The window? Chen Hui Che, stop this foolishness. We're hundreds of meters above the ground. This wouldn't be the first time I've used the window route. Or the second. Chen Hui Che, you must not go to her. Chen, you mustn't repeat the same mistakes. You can't go down the same path we did. If there's anyone who should die for the city, that person should be... No. Wei Yanwu. Starting today, we are strangers. The sound of glass smashing echoed across the room, and Chen falls face up from the tall building. The Lord of Lungmen let out a thunderous roar, and the man in the black poncho leapt towards the window like an arrow springing from a bowstring. But Chen had already made up her mind.
History?
Oh. A lot of bad stuff has usually happened in history. And a lot of bad stuff will happen if you don't repeat it anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference anyway. But Chen had already made up her mind. Bing! Born from Horathian Industries, improved in the hands of the great Mayor One. Oops. Mayor. I don't know why I read that as Mayor 1. It's Mayor, I, Thermal X, the throbbing heart of hotness. The throbbing heart of... I'm here to help. The throbbing heart of hotness. All that reading, and now we're finally at the end of the thing. To then, click on the next one. Start. More reading. Woo. Do I have anything I can do before that?
Ohayo, Doctor.
Lovely. Now new, like, Master of Hotness. So it does not attack and ignores the deployment limit, but has a long redeployment time. 3 seconds after deployment, inflicts 300% attack as physical damage to enemies in the nearby 8 tiles and applies 10% fragile effect for 8 seconds, and then automatically retreats in battle. Interesting. I don't know, it feels like a waste to use them. I did originally use like the healing like robot way back. That was fun. They were quite nice. But yeah, it's been quite a while since then. They're just too low level to really be useful. And now the reading continues. Uptown Lungman, 7 PM. Dusk. So it's been like 30 minutes. A secret arrest warrant? For Chen, sir? It's gotta be a mistake. There's no way. Hey, get back here. I asked you if this was a mistake or not. Damn it. Chen, sir, what the hell? Who's behind this? I have to find her. I have to hear her side of the story. Good for you, random person. Oh, hey, Red King. Yes, I understand. Anything else, Master? No. Go and do what I told you for now. When you're finished, find somewhere to lay low for a while. Got it. Now go. Hurry. Ah. It turns out there really is someone who can outplay Wei Yanwu. Tallulah, Tallulah, is this really just fate? Oh, young master, if you could see us now from up there. You also would not wish to see this, would you? But alas, Lungman's finally come to this. But Huiche. Huiche. Be careful, Huiche. Stop making me pronounce that. You mustn't get yourself killed. That would be awful. Lungman Harbour Dock, 7:20 PM, so it's been another 20 minutes. Damn it, there's still so many of them out there. I thought the LGD was supposed to have this area under control. Yesterday it was Reunion, today it's these weird infected. Even we can't hold them off. And we can't use heavy-duty weapons inside the city. Oh, here, Rosmontas. Hello, operators. Is that who we're fighting today? Rosmontas, thank goodness we're saved. They're infected who have been twisted by arts, and we can't stop them. That's right, we mostly brought defense equipment, but I never expected that they'd shred through our steel cables and polyfiber nets like paper. We had to bring in some military-grade weapons. We're at our limits here, so we had no choice but to ask for backup from the landship. Thankfully, now that you're here, we'll be able to turn the tides. The ignium structure inside makes their bodies incredibly tough. We use suppressing fire to keep them under control. Also, our scans aren't picking up any signs of brain activity at all. The main point there is, they're pretty much already physically dead. They're just empty husks, propped up by arts. It's unbelievably cruel. Whoever did this has to pay. But more importantly, at least you are all safe. Let's make a plan. I'll get them to settle down. You going to fight? Yes. But you look... Doctor, have you never met Rosmontas before? No. Apparently not. Please stand aside, Doctor. Then you might want to take a step back. I guarantee you've never seen anything like this. I've seen a lot of things. Is that a metal box from the landship flying by? Or that thing in the air there? Let's go that one. It's mine. Operator, please describe your impressions of the target. Hold on, I'll check the manual. Okay. The target's a large group of active, restless individuals. They're moving as a group with no clear objective. Their general trend is clear, but with no set route. That should be good enough, right? Received. I'll handle this. Dr. Calcit was very clear. Once we finish with this, Rhodes Island is to leave Lungman immediately. Evening, old friend. Ah, I haven't seen you in a while, Hoshigumo. Hoshigumo? What are you doing here? How about your injuries? I'm an Oni. Those scratches are long gone. Good, now Hold on. Were you waiting for me here? That doom buggy you're pushing is a new model from Rim Bilton, right? Great for off-road performance. Dust-proof, climb still Z, incredible range and fuel efficiency, minimum environmental impact with maximum comfort. That one? What is this, an advertisement? Yeah, sorry, I saw that ad on the terminal a million times. Guess it got stuck in the old noggin. It's a damn good buggy, though. I'm not even into off-roading, and I'd like to get one. What are you trying to say? You look like hell, Chen. Where do you think... Where do you plan on going? How'd you know I'd be here? You come here every time you want to sneak out of the city. Remember, I also know every nook and cranny of this place. The LGD issued an arrest warrant. They issued an arrest warrant. But that's not what you're here for. Of course not. I know exactly what kind of person you are. This is my only way out of Lungman. I stayed dark the whole way. If the whole LGD knew me half as well as you do, then you'll never make it out of Lungman. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? They're just like me. They don't want you to go. Hoshiguma, are you going to stop me? Why you, of all people, Hoshiguma? Of course I am, Chen. I'm an LGD inspector, and more importantly, your friend. Did you seriously plan to wander off and play the lone hero on a grand adventure? That's precisely why I cannot let you leave. You're a Lungmanite, Hoshiguma. This is our last chance. If Wei Yanwu has it his way, more people are going to die. And your way is better? They call you Madame Oni. They trust you to take care of the Lungmen they love so much. Let me go, Hoshiguma. Ha. Do they really love Lungmen, Chen? You... Me? I'm old school. Comics, movies, booze, rainy streets, some guy running by without an umbrella. I like my stuff retro, just not bikes. People say stuff goes out of style quick, Chen. Can we really outrun time itself? I can. No way, it moves too fast. That chase has crushed so much of what I cared about. This is all I have left. A yellowed splotch. A tear. Is that a tear or a tear? A tear? Tear, tear. A tear. A dog-eared beige. I've got names for them all. And it sucks. I hate how time took all of these people from me. They died horrible, miserable deaths, sacrificing themselves to try to find a place in this world. Me? I simply watched them all vanish into dust. Some of them I smashed their dreams to pieces with these very two hands. They didn't love Lungmen, they simply had nowhere else to go. In the end, that was my fault. God, my throat is starting to hurt again. You're not going anywhere, Jen. Fat died. Alright. All those people died for Lungmen. You're going to pretend you never saw any of that? Don't act like you knew them. They were with me a lot longer than you. I knew them much better than you. It's my duty to protect Lungmen. No matter who stands in my way, it's my duty. That hasn't changed. So you're still Superintendent Chen, and who gave you this duty? I did.
Menacing.
Indeed, it's very menacing, John. Is that just something you wanted to hear yourself say? Look at you. You're going to save Lungmen all by yourself. One woman against all of Reunion. Your temper tantrum won't get you that far. It's funny, you're the one who always carried out Mr. Wei's orders because you could relate with him. Now I'm the one who relates with him a bit better, and I'm the one carrying out his orders. How the tables have turned. I've seen the gist of Mr. Wei's plans. If someone has to die, Mr. Wei thinks it ought to be him. You're carrying the Chen family's blood. Once all this blows over, no one's coming after you. You mean he... Mr. Wei would rather he die than you. You give him too much credit. Maybe you don't give him enough, Chen. If he wants to die, he's welcome to it. But what will that get us? What's the point? Will it prevent a war? Will it get Lungmen out of this mess? If he dies, it'll get some of the blame off Lungmen. I think all the blame will pretty much vanish into thin air, actually. You really think it'll be that easy? Nothing's ever that easy. That's why he wants you running the LGD. You'll get his job and be chief of the LGD sooner or later. After that, you'll become the boss of the entire city. There's been a lot of rot left behind. You should be the one to clean it out. I get what Mr. Wei wants from you, though he's been waiting for a long time. I can tell that his beliefs and methods haven't changed from the day I met him. Lungmen still needs you. And she doesn't want you in danger. I'm just so disgusted. Mr. Wei's death may not matter to you, but once he's gone, you can change the city. I have to tell you something, Hoshiguma. It's the reason I don't belong here. Don't mess with me, Chen. No one's more Lungmen than you. I'm infected. What? Since when? 3 years ago. You've been hiding it from me? I didn't mean to. How come you didn't even tell me? Wei Yanwu didn't want anyone to know. We couldn't have an infected in the LGD, so I couldn't be infected. Hoshiguma, there is no place for the infected here, or anywhere else in this world. I've had enough of Wei Yanwu controlling us. I'm not going to be his tool anymore. No, I get it. I finally, actually really get it, Chen. I know exactly why you can't leave Lungmen. What? If you leave and go to that core city, Mr. Wei would have to brand you as an enemy. Not just an enemy, but a dangerous infected enemy working against Lungmen. The whole city would know you're infected. They might even think you're working with Reunion. And that'll be the end of it. You'll never be able to come back. I don't care. That's my line. You're infected? I don't care. Who gives a shit? I don't care. Missy, I don't care. 9 doesn't care. The LGD does not care. Not even Mr. Wei cares. He wants you to change this place. He doesn't want you gone. He didn't see how ruthlessly he treated the infected. I don't know why I said he when it's you. You didn't see how ruthlessly he treated the infected. I did. And 9, she's already gone. She quit the LGD because she was infected too. 9 too? You know, 9 and I might have contracted neuropathy on the same mission. She went undercover for me in Reunion, and then, because of Reunion, she abandoned Lungman. Because she saw the truth of the city. But you didn't betray Lungman. I'm not letting you take the fall for a crime you didn't commit. Hoshiguma, why do you think I'm going to the core city? I've never been good at guessing games. Just get to the point. Do you know who's leading Reunion? I forgot her name. Tallulah. Missy didn't tell you. Tell me what? Tallulah is my sister. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I get it. Oh my god, if I backed at one of these cutscenes instead of the just static image. Jen, you're not going today. Why? Is my sister, my family not important enough? That's why. That's why I can't let you go. Even if I have to die here, I'm not letting you go. That's not for you to decide, Hoshiguma. Hanya can decide. No matter what stands in my way, whether it's a catastrophe, a shield, or an Oni, I'm not giving in. Banoni-chan. The blacksmith who cast this shield had his whole family killed by a gang of wandering Onis. His fury is much more toxic than any catastrophe. The blood that stains this shield and the tragedy it represents is much more wicked than any catastrophe. Chen, Mr. Wei isn't a good man.
Are you?
Well,
We can kick his ass together. Whatever you want to do, I'll do it with you. You want my Colombian big single 70 VV? It's yours. What's that? Chen, now's not the time. Don't go. Don't force me to do this. It's all I ask. Force you? Why are you talking like Wei Yunwu? I don't like it. When Wei did that, he did what he did. No. When he betrayed his brothers, failed my mother, and put the city to sleep under his cloud of wickedness, that's when I decided to do this. You might think that stuff has anything to do with you, but I don't think so. What do you mean? What he did for you, and what you should be doing, none of it is connected. That's what Mr. Wei was hoping for. He didn't want to play the bad guy. He's not power hungry. He's the bad guy. Duh. He gave you the sword. You don't get it. Understand what? It wasn't just one time. It happened again and again and again. I destroyed my home. I destroyed my family. Covered horn to toe in blood every time. I fought to the bitter end until I was the only one left standing, because that's what I thought was right, and they were wrong. I found myself asking a lot if I really deserved to live. I don't, but I lived anywhere. I just can't live for myself anymore. Putting yourself out because of some concept of right and wrong, that's the dumbest thing a person can do. And I've dealt with the regret my whole life. You think you're the only one who's got a lot of baggage, Miss Chen? Stop talking like that. So why can't you understand me even a little bit? We've been through so much together all these years. There's still something you can't tell me. I've got my baggage and you've got yours. We both know that. Even so. What is there you still don't understand? I never pulled any of you into this. How can you say I don't understand you? Because I've seen too many people die for nothing. I don't care who you are. I just care where you're going. I'm not letting you go. This is all on the leader of Reunion. You can't change the situation. You'll just die for nothing too. No one wants to see that. Not the LGD, not Lungman. Thank you, Hoshiguma. But I'm still going. How much longer is this reading gonna last? Really? If we have to fight, you should know I'm not scared of you. You really have to go, huh? You feeling like you're hard as iron right now. I told you before. You're lost in your own thoughts. You lost sight of everything around you, of everything everyone's done for you. Your stubbornness is only going to get you hurt. Fine. I guess you'll have to take a beating before you can learn. Like a young Hoshiguma, that being a stubborn ass is just a stupid impulse. If you want to fight Chen, then let's do it. Show me everything you've learned in the last 2 years. Stop talking like that. We done? Nope. X-42, long-range Rignium Arts, control device, operator Rosmontus requesting approval. Approved for use in defensive operations, removal approved. User, Annihilation Specialist, Elite Operator Rosmontus, activation approved. Okay, I'm going. Please tell Closure for me about the Rhodes Island Landship startup. Hurry, Doctor, get in the cabin. Don't watch. If you get hit by Rosmonta's shrapnel, you're pretty much a goner. Oh no. Finally, fighting again. Actually fighting. Which is a straight line.
諸君
Alright.
君らの顔なんて覚えてられないけど
I'm not missing another one anyway. So this is gonna go like. Are they gonna come out? So I don't see another one. Oh, there. That's what comes out. I saw it. Alright.
了解した
Right.
今日もよろしく
Now, you are next. Ooh, it's one of you guys. Great. Alright. Next is you.
この辺
There's my nice front line that I need. Now let's just get a healer. I don't necessarily need to heal the back one, so we can just do that.
命を奪うようなことはいたしません
This guy does worry me a little. I can put that there to try to distract it so it doesn't kill my main goddamn healer. Because that does not sound good for me. Alright, what if we do this? I'm not sure that position's most ideal. I think this is better.
目標地点到着
さああと
Do we also want to send this down? Because I just feel like the enemies from the bottom are going to be the bigger threat here. So, sure, let's do it.
ちょっとからかってあげ
So,
よう
that's a lot of attacking happening this way. What was that? I don't know what that was. We can then put you here. Yeah, that should be good.
この戦場を書くには
Yeah, I think my horses can do it in this situation. It's unfortunate that this is an open spot, because then I could be attacking them while they're just sitting here at the start. Oh, the thing that I saw, it was this Mirage getting destroyed. That's what it was.
私が振りまくって大盛り上がり間違いなし
Use your two things.
黙っている指令を
I would prefer you to be attacked over Exia though.
了解した
Fine, let's do that so you get more damage. Yeah, that's dead. You can still hit this one, so this actually has been pretty good placement then. How's the front line going? Decent, decent. What's gonna change next, I wonder?
本気で行くよ
黙っている
It's just gonna be them coming down here over and over again with just some big guys up here, or they're gonna send something strong at me is my worry. Doing my model sideways. There you go, let's straighten that. Come on, make sure she's up. Because you can do 3 in front of you, so you wouldn't be able to heal her if I put you there. Oh, great, great, great. Oh damn, I accidentally put that there. I did not mean to place that. I wanted it here. God damn it. We don't need you anymore. The other one can stay there just in case I do need some DP. So you down there and you here.
了解した
We can activate that right now. Barrage. 3 enemies remain. That's one of them. What's the other 2? You? Alright, 2 of you from the front.
指令を
Activate your ability. Shoot that as much as possible. Even if it like makes it through here, it's not going to cause too much of a problem. I can do that to keep you all up just in case. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, activate that. Oh, he just died. Alright. I was preparing to properly attack it. Uptown Lungman, 7:20 p.m. It hasn't even been like a minute because it wasn't already 7:20. Ching. You're pretty serious about this. Real unexpected. Never would have thought that you'd be able to make me bleed. Do you bleed? You will. Throat. Might have to consider ending the stream after this dialogue section. Doesn't seem like my throat's gonna make it to like the 5 or 6 hours that I did last time. At least I made it to my minimum of 3 hours. We have never been able to walk away from our past. Hoshiguma, you've always been a part of this city, but not me. I've always been running. I don't think I'll ever be able to stand this place. It turned into another one of these in the end. I can't stop you. Go. Sorry, Hoshiguma. After I'm gone, please go to the slums for me. The people there are panicked and confused. Someone from the LGD has to protect them. If some infected kids give you a toy bear, keep it.
Go where? Keck.
An Ursus girl named Misha taught them how to make those bears. She died because we failed her. Okay, I will. I'm sorry, I owe you one. I don't need your apologies. Honestly, you're no good at them. Hoshiguma. I think we're done here. Go. And don't come back. Take care of yourself. Can't stand this place. How many people care about this city as much as you do? Bullshit. Inspector Hoshiguma. Huh? Inspector, you heard? Who could have... Oh yes, we just saw, Madam Chin. Oh, that. Sorry. Do you guys have a second to talk? Inspector, you're disobeying orders too? I wouldn't put it that way. Get out. Yes, Lord Wei. I told you not to call me that. As you wish. We await your orders. I was like, as you wish, Lord Wei. Hey. Miss Calcet and young Amiya, before you speak, could I have a word with him? Yes, go ahead, Miss Fumizuki. All yours. We've been together for years now, Wei Yanwu. Why talk about this? Why now? One look in your eyes and I could tell what you're thinking. Fumizuki. Now, I've always been able to tell. I know Lungman means the world to you. I know all that you've given her. I know about the dreams you have for her. No, Fumizuki. But today, this isn't what you want, is it? Go in. I'm not referring to our current dilemma. What I mean is, it's just like, Gomen? Why is it Gomen? Shouldn't it be written in English? Like, why is it Gomen? What I mean is this prosperity that you've given everything for. You lost 2 loved ones. Actually, I think you said it was 3, maybe dozens? Surely you couldn't bear to lose your niece as well. She loathes the Shadow Guard. If I send them to retrieve her, she will fight them to the death. No, Wei Yanwu. That's not what I mean. Won't you regret it if you let them both die in some foreign city? So what if they're infected? Are they not your nieces? If we had children of our own, is this how you would treat them? All that I've done for the sake of our land. I never intended for Hui-che to do my work for me. But that's how she is. No, keeping the truth from her only deepens the cut. It only makes her feel like she doesn't belong here. Your expectations of her, they're too distant and too difficult. But can I stop at this point? I have struggled against the men behind me and the city below me for so long. This is all I have to show for it. Would Lungman allow me to stop? That is what she wanted, to get to the source of our problems. She wanted to change the city into something completely unlike the city under my rule. All I did was teach her how to get there. What she would have to do and what she would have to give up. Alright, that's enough rationalizing. You've given me a headache. I'll go bring her home myself. I won't sit back and watch her die. I will do what you cannot. Nonsense, I won't allow it. I have plans to bring her back, and you, Fumizuki, are not to set foot outside this building. Oh? You'll stop me? Damare kono yoru? Alright. Phew. Huh? Doctor, what did Miss Fumizuki just say? It's been a long time since I've heard such angry, Higashinese. Have you forgotten who I am, Wei Yanwu? Even I have my limits, Fumizuki. Have you forgotten who you are, Fumizuki? Doctor, I think Mr. Wei might really care for Miss Fumizuki. Probably. The same may also go for Fumizuki, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Why would I know these things? Now then, on to our friends from Rhodes Island. How much will it cost for you to help Lungman and our Chien? I'll cover it myself. You're really going to hire us like this, Miss Fumizuki? I am. It may be improper to say, but my husband is not exactly in top form today. Or I might say our opponent's plans have gone beyond anything we might have predicted, and included all that he holds dear. They have a complete understanding of both Lungman and Wei Yunwu. Fumizuki, that's enough. Who are you to say that's enough? Doctor, name your price, I can pay. I understand everything you've said here, Miss Fumizuki, and money won't be necessary, but I need you two to hear me out. I think money's a little necessary. I'll take some cash, you know, a little something, something. Doctor, maybe this isn't the place to say it, but if I could speak freely. Goddammit. Lungman needs some outside assistance. Can I continue, Miss Fumizuki? By all means, I don't let words get to me. Nonsense. Rhodes Island is only a pharmaceutical company. Doubt. But the world's a tough place. He doesn't let up on any of us, especially a pharmaceutical company like ours that tends to make a lot of enemies, be it in business, geopolitics, or otherwise. We wander the cracks between countries because we have no other choice. When all the forces of the world align to put pressure on us, we need our own special methods to handle them. But if our methods are to work, we need the forces acting against us to have a shred of sense left in their thick skulls. So when there comes a day like today, when anything could happen, Rhodes Island has to be ready with the right response. Get to the point. I have a proposal. I hope it's a good one. I'm not sure if I should be disclosing this information to you, Mr. Wei. You must know, with Lungman's strength and your talents, you could annihilate Rhodes Island with a snap of your fingers. I wouldn't let that happen. No matter how advanced our equipment may be, there is nothing we could do against your forces. If we act against you, Rhodes Island is as good as dead. Go on, Dr. Calzett. Miss Amia, rest assured I have no energy to direct Rhodes Island anymore. So please proceed. Very well. When we first met, Mr. Wei, you were very curious about our military capabilities. I can admit now, as I just said, Rhode Island is no match for Lungman in this respect. However, no matter how strong a force may be, it can be limited by the circumstances it finds itself in. It's largely a difference of degree. Even your men can't project power with their hands tied. Even if you step onto the battlefield personally, the enemy still has something to use against you. The truth is, a colleague of mine once saw the Duke of Cachet at a fundraising banquet with his adopted daughter. This wasn't a slave market or some noble, Bacchanal? I don't know what that word is. It was an event for those who represent the many moves and shakers of our world. Continued. I'm sure you can guess what happened next, Mr. Wei. Many young people proved their value that night, with the ideas and theories that they espoused. But Tallulah did not. Neither my colleagues nor I ever expected that she would become the leader of Reunion. In fact, we should have realized that the Duke of Cachet only shows himself when necessary, to do what is necessary. Otherwise, he stays out of sight. Cachet won't tip his hand in exchange for assistance, and neither will Tallulah. I'm sure you know their relationship much better than we do, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Cachet never made her a slave or a hostage. She is his successor. Oh? Your observations confirm my suspicions, Dr. Calcit. Tallulah is Cachet's successor. Correct, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Cachet knows what you have and what you're capable of. Tallulah may as well. You can leave this in our hands now, Mr. Wei. We have what it takes to handle this situation. Like Amia told you before, the official agreement between Lungman and Rhodes Island is over. By now, the Rhodes Island landship has left Lungman's port. What we do from here on has nothing to do with Lungman. Is that acceptable, Amia? Yes. Mr. Wei, we won't concern ourselves with the future of Lungman, or your personal business. But all this is the result of someone conspiring to exploit the infected, and we will fight it with all our might. If you'll permit us to act, and if you can promise you won't act against us in any way, then the battle to come is our battle. Rhodes Island's battle. I won't rely on the infected. I don't trust the infected. The only difference between you and Reunion is that you haven't turned against Lungman yet. What was Reunion like before? Even if we don't remember, someone does. They weren't anything like this. You can dress up your schemes in fancy words just as Reunion can shout from the rooftops that they will be the ones to deliver the infected from their fate. In the end, they still ended up cannon fodder for Ursus. In short order, Ursus will snuff out the fire that is reunion. Will you be the next reunion? Who can say? When will you bare your fangs and turn against us? What's more, I doubt you have the strength to deal with Cachet's successor. That Duke of Cachet, only Lungman has successfully opposed him over all these years. Mr. Wei, you intend to personally lead out your forces to attack the Chernobyl core city, correct? Don't make blind conjectures. What you just told me, Mr. Wei, is revealing. You think you're the only one who can handle the situation. It's true that Lungman has the raw power to do it, and you've also overcome the machinations of Ursus. And this time you intend to sacrifice yourself to nullify the declaration of war on Ursus. As Miss Fumizuki said, you feel you've betrayed your principles, and you hope to end it all with your death. I've made so many mistakes. My death can't pay for them all. I don't even know who I'd be paying. Nevertheless, Mr. Wei, are you so certain that after your death no one will bear you any ill will? Lungman is strategically important to Yen. Thanks to my protection, it will continue to prosper. I was referring to Lady Fumizuki. Dr. Calzet, show some tact. Dr. Calzet, what are you saying? I meant what I said, Mr. Wei. I'm afraid your wife will suffer because of your actions. Even if you're dead, she is your widow. She'll still know everything you knew. Since someone is forcing you to act against your will, I believe this sort of thing is to be expected. I have a feeling that particular individual won't be so magnanimous. That's enough, Dr. Calzet. You're way out of line. I can't... You're saying that even if I do this, I still won't be able to protect Fumizuki. And it may not end with Miss Fumizuki.
This is why marriage is a drag.
Indeed. I can go too. Death is the worst that can happen. Fumizuki. Speak, Dr. Calzet. For the sake of your beloved city and your beloved people, I am begging you, Lord Wei, leave this to the experts. We may be powerless against a standing army, but we know the infected. We know what they want and what they don't. Only the infected can face the infected. So what do you want, leader of Rhodes Island, Dr. Calzet? You're not a charity. Attacking the core city is tantamount to throwing an egg at a boulder. What we need is more eggs. Thousands of eggs. Hundreds of thousands of eggs. We can stop that boulder eventually. It'll be ruinously expensive and may be utterly futile. You understand our position, Mr. Wei? At this point, it benefits us both to speak plainly. More than your agreement with our battle plan, Mr. Wei, we need your guarantee. Considering you may change your mind in the future.
Power.
No one can defeat the might of an unlimited amount of eggs. I don't think there's any problem in this world that can't be solved with an unlimited amount of eggs. Considering you may change your mind in the future, we need your promise for now. Because I believe that Lungman and your family and Madame Shen are worth that promise. We don't need your money, Miss Fumizuki. Your kindness and your attitude towards the infected are enough for us to execute this operation free of charge. The money! Why can't I be there? Stupid Dr. Atlas not being here so I can be like, no, the money, please. Please, money. Come on, money. We need the money. Little rabbit. Huh? Gives a thumbs up. Can I probably give the thumbs up with my thing? Vaguely. It's kind of hard. Thumbs up. I agree. Until the end of the Lungman-Chernobyl conflict, we Lungmen will not in any way interfere with Rhode Island's affairs. And it looks to me like the good Dr. Calzet has more yet to say. Speak up. I can do it for the time being, because I need Rhodes Island to save one very specific infected. She has even more to say. Come on, hurry up. It's so much reading. Then I have another proposal. Name your price. 20 years ago, Edward Artorius, father of Tallulah Artorius, died here in Lungman. I would like Mr. Wei to lend us his remains. Why? What? Why? Huh? Hey, we're done. But what? Why do we need the remains? What do the remains do for us? Calzet, explain! Explain! I love how little progress we've made into this next story in the 3-hour stream. It's like these levels just go on and on and on and on. But I'm not sure my throat can take another level of reading at this point. It's about as bad as it was like 6 hours in the last one. I think it's because I've been doing a lot more emotiveness to the voices. And the 6 stages after the rest after. This poor throat of mine. Ah, my lovely operators. Soon you will be max level. You only need 2 levels, and you need 7 and 8 and 8. And then finally, all max level. Then maybe I'll replace Firewatch with someone at some point.
When you try so hard, but there's still too much. That's how the song goes, right?
Probably. But it's like, I just love the comparison between what I got through in the last stream. Also, in the last stream, like aside from that last one, I got through like every single one of these reading, and then you got like this one where it's like just a couple levels. It's like the stream is still over like 50% of the last one. Last one was only 6 hours. 3.5. It's too much reading. Too much reading. At least I decided to not continue doing the voices for like Frostever and stuff, because that voice, no. I used to be able to do tons of streams when I was practiced with the voice, just entirely in it for hours, but just no, poor thread, very poor thread.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Alright, let's move over to the full screen. And mute the game, because I still have stuff to do in it before I actually close it. Are you okay, my poor little throat? I hope you're okay for like a stream tomorrow. Because I very much could not stream the day after the last one. Hi, I'm Day. What are you going to say this time?
I don't think it's okay.
Yeah, it's probably not okay. It's very painful.
Can you wait an hour? I gotta go get something.
Wait an hour? I'm ending the stream now. I can't wait an entire hour.
Underscore.
It's like, I'm literally ending the stream. I can't extend it an extra hour. My throat is in agony. There'll be another stream tomorrow. Probably, and if not then day after.
End it after an hour.
I'm not going for an extra hour just because you say so. I can barely talk right now. Ay. I also probably need to eat some like food. I've only had breakfast since I got up, and that was many hours ago. I just thought it was entirely censored. Perfect.
Eat and then stay.
Eat and then stay. No. Throat bad. Throat very
Off
sore.
streaming.
I'm not gonna AFK stream.
Why?
Because I don't want to. I like actually being here for my stream and
you
doing it. And,
Arid.
I'm not scared in the slightest. I just don't want to. I'm allowed to not do things. It's my stream, not yours. I think I stream enough already anyway.
Be scared.
I stream like 3 to 6 hours almost every day now. Wonder what I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Probably Dark Souls. Seems likely. I'm kind of like doing just like a sequence where like it's the same like every week. Like if I open my YouTube, what is it currently?
I will throw a bow of water at you.
Understood? Why? Alright, let's have a look. So it went Batman, Arknights, Dark Souls, Tabs, No Man's Sky, and then Batman again. So Batman,
Deus.
Arknights, next one's Dark Souls, then maybe I'll do another Tabs one. Potentially go back with like a No Man's Sky, because I'm sure like the other expedition will start. And then we're back to the final Batman after that. Woo! Maybe at some point I should get
Can you
another...
stream Genshin Impact tomorrow?
I probably could. I could maybe delay the Dark Souls one another day. I love how both the Tabs one and the No Man's Sky listed as 3Ds. I go, interesting. But I guess I could do Genshin. I did intend to put Genshin into the lineup of the ones that I'm doing. Maybe actually make some story progress over there as well. Ooh, that'd be nice.
Deus.
Hi. Deus.
How does it feel living upside down?
It's fun. Very fun. Wish I knew a way to actually flip my thing. There we go. Yep, I love living upside down. Living upside down is the absolute
Deus.
best. Hi, Deus. Deus. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Also, I just saw the viewers go back up to 6 again.
Show us your small ass feet.
Why?
At least I got to see one pink dragon today. The other one is being sunned and won't show its face.
Oh no. Feels weird being on the ceiling.
Deus, show us your upside down feet. Dear best pink dragon though.
Success! Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Deus.
Are you happy?
Loose.
Are you happy? Feet.
Soos. Moose.
Miss. Miss? I'm not a miss. I'm far from a miss. Alright, where's the transform to actually switch back around?
Goose.
Jump!
News.
News.
Boos.
Boos.
Voos.
Voos.
Soos.
Soos.
So much fan service.
Indeed.
Zeus. Zeus.
What if I enable locomotion? Where's it? Somewhere in here. There we go. And if I angle it just right, it'll actually let me move slightly to the side. Woo!
Komodo hype.
It's very hard to get it to actually consistently move properly. And I usually have that disabled because it causes problems when it randomly moves off to the side.
Deus.
Turn back up. Hi, Deus.
Squid 1, squid 2, squid 3, squid 2, squid 4, we jamming.
Many squids.
What do you call a moose?
What do you call Amos? It's probably a props menu on this
A
now.
Deus.
I wonder what sort of file types the props actually need. Unsure. I think the menu does freeze me there, so a little annoying. But yeah, if I could figure out how to actually get those props, that might be interesting. I still love this tail. It's like, I love how vague it looks like. It looks like the tail's like right behind me, but then it's like you actually turn it and it's like, it's just perspective. The tail's really, really far back.
WTF.
Yeah, the tail is not just sitting right behind me.
I've been lied to. Damn eyes.
I got this one where the tail's actually obeying gravity. Because I like having the tail on screen, so I decided to have this one that
Deus,
just
you're
ignores
so
it.
cute. Oh.
Well.
Yeah, I should probably start the outro. I'm also running out of
Ow.
water.
Oh well.
Deus.
I do like the mask on this, but it's also kind of like sad not having any mouth motions. Nah. Give me my
KK
mouth
dear.
motions.
What happens if we see your panties slanties?
I have to murder everyone in the room. No one's allowed to see that.
Yep.
Everyone dies, okay? Everyone dies if that happens.
Is that a promise?
Yes, that is a promise. It's a guarantee. Nobody will survive in the event that happens.
BC, now I have an objective. $5 KS to see them.
Ah. But the real objective is trying to see them on every model, because it's different on every single one. You need to collect the whole set, clearly. I still love this one. I'm glad I rebuilt it in the
Proof.
new one. I'm not going to prove that. Technically, you wouldn't even see anything on this model, because it's just all darkness. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite
Proof.
models. I'm not going to prove anything. That's something you have to find out for yourself.
Scaredy cat.
I'm not scared. If I show you, I have to kill you. And I don't want to do that right now, okay? I don't want to kill you all. Yet.
Scarred. I wanna die.
Interesting.
So show them.
No. No.
Exactly, carrot.
No. No. I don't know, I'm just randomly going between the models now. I forgot for this one I was actually using a different thing. Where's my effects? Afternoon! There we go, that's what I use for this one. I like the glove, it's cool. It's only a little terrifying.
I'll send you one ping on Discord. Will you kill me for that?
No. Apathy. 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 Apathy.
Dizzy smiley. Deus.
Hi, Deus. The main model that I barely use right now.
Can we have good night kisses?
Mm. 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 Mm.
But it's morning V.
Exactly, it's 8 a.m. But
Chew.
Wait.
10 p.m. here.
I was still being tracked. It's kind of amazing the amount of like distance that my new webcam can actually track me along across this room. The other one would like lose track if I just moved like here. Alright.
Flippy snippy.
I suppose I should. Oops, F-Lux turned on. Do not want that on right now. I should start the outro. Woo, so special. It's fancy. I also haven't used this model in ages. The original rule is that if I use this model, I have to speak in the voice. I'm breaking the rule. Oh no, I'm breaking the rule. No! How could I do this? How could I do it? No, you bastard. You bastard. How could you break the rule?
Outro sparkles.
Alright. now I'm like, do I do it in the yellow voice? Or the normal voice? My throat is sore, but I could try it.
If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, and why not subscribe to the channel as well. And follow me on Twitter to know when the streams are going live. And I have a public Discord server linked in the description.
There we go. My throat could just manage that much. Did I miss anything? I don't think I said ring the bell, but when do I ever remember to say that? And to bring the stream full circle,
Clap, clap, clap.
just quickly go back to this one, just so it's consistent. It started and ended with the same model. Alright, let's start the actual outro, like, end screen thing. This was a fun stream. I'll see you guys in the next one. And button.
That bastard, what he deserved. A funeral.
Goodbye.
Fit for a king.